All right, folks, how we doing?
Agree with you.
Good. Back to live, I'm on a live again. That's good. Our time is 5:43, so let's call this meeting to order. Vivian?
Here.
Jesse's not here. I'm here. Francisco?
Here.
Clary's not here yet. Alexandra?
Here.
And Madeline.
Present. Hello, Dean.
So the first order of business is deferral additions, those are also two, and deletions. Is there anything on the agenda that you guys want to add or take off or throw around the corner? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Are there any that we can take off, like maybe C? A, C, A, C, B, C, 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 D, C, E?
You guys finished them all last week or last month?
All right.
You didn't even talk about them? Do we have time to talk about them today?
Can we move them to the end in case we have time?
I would say let's go ahead and defer 6C, all included in C, to the very end. And we'll discuss those piece by piece if we have time at the end. And
How about the E, since he's
Yes,
not
I
here?
was going to let you know. Yeah, so he's not here. John sent me the location last week. So I have to send it to Public Works and then I'll get back to
so we can defer E to next month.
you. Yes.
Okay, we'll defer E to next month. How about our inclusion run? You want to defer that again too?
Francisco, would you?
Hey,
It's really still in this very, beginning planning.
isn't
phase.
it, we need to discuss what we're gonna go, like. You have an idea, we haven't spoken about anything, so
Do you want to just-
I wanna run with it. But we need to
All right, we'll leave it on.
come up with a plan before.
I'll leave it on, and what we'll do when we get to it is I'll explain to you what I talked to the mayor about and the two mayors about, and see if we can put an idea together. Maybe the next meeting you can come back with a.
Yeah, because so far, everything that we have spoken about in here has been like, let's do a 5K, and I said, I would love to work with on that, but that's about it.
Or, yeah, we haven't voted. And then you guys put it together at the subcommittee and then come back and.
Yeah, but at least if at least I know I have an idea of what has been spoken and
I
what.
like his idea better. Let's let him put it, because he's kind of spearheading this one. Let him put together some ideas, concepts, thoughts, stuff that we can come back to the next meeting. And next meeting, we look at it and see what we want to build a committee to form it out. Because this is a project that will not take 2 months to do. It'll take.
Yeah, it's gonna
a
be
year.
over.
They're not easy to put together, but we'll do it that way. Is there anything else on there, you guys? Wasn't here for the budget meeting. How did that go? You didn't?
I didn't go to it.
Oh, that's the
What's
one.
the quote unquote budget meeting, or last meeting, I wasn't here last meeting, but you said you guys were gonna kind of hatch out the budget.
That's right. I was a meeting the day
Oh, that
before.
was here.
Yeah,
We didn't allocate any money. We don't know. In order to do that, we need to know how much money we have as of now. Because the last one we had is already completed, we've already used.
I can actually print what I have, but if there was anything that was on the credit card, it won't be reflected.
Right, so we need like the latest, so we know how much money we have and we can divide it up.
And you would still have the 9,000 something
Right.
that
That we
hasn't
got
been
back.
out.
Yeah, we did last meeting is separate the items
Okay. Is it,
and like,
I put it on here for us to continue talking, if that was something.
and I have some of the numbers. Because I asked Ms. Audrey to give us numbers. So we can start allocating, and I got I was gonna talk about it. First, I got the new prices off their website, because I have yet to be able to talk to the person there,
And-
but I got, at least so we can allocate money to it. If they end up giving us a discount from what's on the website, then, we'll use up food
So-
or whatever, but at least we have an idea how much we're gonna spend.
So fairly easy to say that we
Allocate
can,
it.
we can leave the budget level off on here. We're talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. good luck.
All right, then, is there anything else you guys want to add?
No. Fourth of July, we're gonna talk about that, so.
In that case, then all we're doing is moving 6C and all of its containers to the end, if we have time, and we are deferring 6E to next month. I'm sorry, I make a motion that we defer 6C and all of its components to the end of the meeting, and that we defer 6E to the next meeting on a month of May, in July, to the month of July. All those, I need a second.
Second,
All those in favor?
I,
Motion passes. All right, any public comments? I don't see any here, so I don't think we have any public comments, so then we can skip that. And now on to the approval of minutes. Want to take a look at your minutes?
Okay. Rain, I don't rain.
too late to ask, add something to old business.
No, I don't think so. Typically not, but we can do it when we want to after.
Can we get an update on the animation
The anime.
animation club?
animation policy.
Oh, yes, I have an update on that. Thanks.
Unless you would like to add it to an announcement.
We don't have to vote for that. Let's put it in announcements. I'll make it easy. I'll make sure we have time for it at the end. I apologize, I did not bring 3 items.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Hmm?
What are you talking about, Willis?
What we
Which line?
doing? I mean, it's set to be released for the.
3 items in June's meeting to outfit. the
Oh.
room. So. I need to get that.
And your budget.
Yeah. No, that's just for you guys to use. This is puzzle, and then this is around pocket. I had
You're
it
like,
donating it.
oh,
So
awesome.
you did that in the
Oh, yes.
With a puzzle, a puzzle. But then you have lunchbox in.
I just realized that Angels Reach Foundation Program, that was deferred to this month, but we don't have it on the agenda. You want me to?
No, because I didn't bring the,
Okay, so we can just do it in
The-
July.
what? Yeah,
Everything looks good to me on here. You guys good with everything? You were here for.
I do have the information for the 4th of July for everything, for all the things that we wanted to order. I do have the information for that.
Does everybody feel the minutes are good?
Yeah, me again,
Go ahead.
2 announcements. can we get an update on the drawstring bags with the town logo on? We, not to exceed 1,500. You have one or?
I don't have. But that's under 4th of July?
Yep,
Like right here.
Yeah, and the minutes is under 4th of July, but then you want us to add the announcement, or do you want to leave it where it says
I
4th of
just-
July?
do we have any?
She wants to
We
know if
have an
they're
update.
done or.
I don't have that.
Okay, so then as far as that one, can you follow up with the town and let us know via email?
I thought you guys were looking for the dropstring bags. Or
Well,
no, for the
No.
dropstring bags?
No,
I got
last
quotes.
time.
I got codes just 'cause I asked for them, but I thought the city was gonna,
Yeah, we,
I don't think nobody
on
did
the
it.
last order.
Oh,
but I can give you guys the quote.
the last
We're gonna-
order, so it's around,
What
was
happened, 2 or 3 boxes?
it like last year, 2022? Or the year
Oh,
before?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a bag, I have a
Yeah.
bag
Yeah.
of all the different
I have one upstairs that Clarissa gave me, but I have no idea.
where they came from.
For the,
We did, we,
for the bags,
we didn't make those bags.
started the program. Before the COVID.
So around like 18, 19?
No,
maybe?
no, it was during. Well, I don't know if it's just a blur with COVID.
I don't know, Clarissa had found the email where she was gonna find out the updated pricing.
Oh, carousel. Carousel, not carousel.
It was way after the program was stated because I kept asking for the first few
Right,
for this, I
right.
couldn't take anything.
Yeah.
And I wanted to straight, those kind of put the stuff in, I wasn't providing, so it was
Yeah.
after the.
It was after, it was after.
Oh, okay,
Is that all?
that's it.
I motion to pass them. The minutes.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion passes, folks. All right, now we are on to old business, the old stuff. Let's start with the special needs registry. And to kick things off, we have a completed and upgraded registry form application. I would recommend that we take a little bit of time here, read over it and make sure everything looks good. So far, I am 2 pages away from the end. And I've only caught one thing that caught my attention, and it's on the front page where it says, provide information about themselves or their child or ward, period, with special needs. So I think there was not supposed to be a period there.
Would you like to tell me where?
Very first
First
paragraph.
paragraph.
Okay, thank you.
They're themselves or their child or ward, and I don't think there's supposed to be a period there. And I don't really know what the word ward means. Is that normal?
I have no idea what it means.
I think it should be common to personally, my grammar.
Yeah.
To provide information about themselves, their child, or
Word in uppercase.
I don't know what the word
A
ward
separate
is.
room in a hospital
I would think
typically
it would be
one
guardian.
allocated to a particular type of patient. That's what it means.
No, ward, and this, it's like whoever's in the home.
Wouldn't that be guardian?
No, because the
No.
guardian was still have special needs. It says to provide information about themselves. So they are the ward or the guardian, comma, their child. Or. What's the word for that? It's either their child or someone they're caring for with special needs.
I think that's what word is.
Yeah. That's what the word ward means. I
Like,
don't
the
never.
guardian takes care of their ward, I guess, because it's not their child. It's their,
I just know as a hospital ward type of answer.
That should be in common like this.
Yeah, there should be a comma there. So a comma about themselves,
why is it?
Not their own.
remove or.
Yeah.
I swear there's another word for that we use in English. That it's, your. Why is it when my brain needs to work, it doesn't work? There's a
Because
word
you're
for,
using the word work,
what is the word for a person that you care for?
loved one,
Yeah, you're the caregiver. What is the child?
The child.
caretaker.
Fever.
That's funny.
That's like the door salesman, then the door.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I think then if that's how we leave it, then it should just be themselves, comma, their child or ward with special needs, just remove the period. So comma, remove or and remove the period.
And word should start with a lowercase letter.
Lowercase, most
Why
likely.
is this?
Okay. Lowercase w.
Okay. And also, at the end of the agenda packet, there's a press release. You guys could also, review it.
I was getting to that one after this, but
No,
She
take your
got it.
time. No, just,
she got it. Let's see.
On the second page. After special needs, why is there like an apostrophe there? at the end?
That's a good question. I think they were saying of the special needs individual. But that's, it's not supposed to be there. It's like apostrophe should be on there.
There's no like possessive, you know.
The person's possessed.
Yeah.
I'm not, nothing against the town, but is it funny that we're correcting grammar on a legal document? Shouldn't that be the lawyer's job?
still stuck on the ward in that long sentence.
I swear there is another word for it. There's another term that people use when they're caring for someone who's not theirs.
Patient.
It's not a patient. That's a medical term. There's a human term we call them. I don't know what it is. Or it won't come to my head for some reason. But I can hear it. Like I can hear that. I know that sounds right.
Under their care.
Dependent is the other one.
That's the word I was looking for, dependent. Because in their house, it's independent. Would that sound better than a ward?
Yes.
Right, but I think the issue might be like legally, that might be the.
Term that they have
Yeah.
to use.
Mhm. Like, I don't know how much we would be able to change, like,
And we probably shouldn't do that then.
On the fourth page, there's also a special needs with an apostrophe. An apostrophe needs to be in
on page 2, on page 1, and page 4. I think, page 15. They make too much space on that. I understand that request. It's like a better space.
Yeah, because they flushed it,
Right, we.
justified it.
Right.
I'm still on page 1, registration procedures. To register for the special needs safety program, complete the special needs safety program application form and return the document and sealed. A little bit redundant. To register, complete the special needs safety program application.
I
Do
think
you
you
need
need
form?
to register for the program. Or just to register. You could just say to register, complete the special needs safety program application form. It is a little redundant. What do you guys think? Not that it matters, but
To register, please complete
Yeah.
the special needs safety program application, and we don't need form. An application is considered a form.
okay, to register, comma, please complete and take out the word form.
Right?
I agree.
Now, do you want to change the word forms can be dropped to applications?
Well, on the title. The application, it says application form. Of every page of the application, it says. It would also, on LinkedIn.
Right,
It would
we can
also
take that out.
drop it.
The application is a form.
I think you can leave the rest of that just the way that it is, just take the application form. And take the form out because it's back to back. Forms, you can leave it the rest of it, forms the rest of the way.
The title,
And the title should go form, should go away.
Oh, you mean the title?
yeah, because the title is on every page of the form.
And it
So
says
they all
program
take-
application form. But the application is already a form.
How fun is this? Grammar day.
Take out form of everywhere where there were the long application form. Application form, application form.
And this was done
By
by,
no means a grammar
this was done
police.
by, this should have been done by. people, And then just like the changes of the safety program, the Front Street was, hard part. And
Yeah, my guess is that we haven't updated it since it was first made. We just changed our names,
Professional writer on staff.
Oh, really?
Don't pay them anything.
so we probably needed to make an update for this a
Your husband?
long time ago.
No, it's my best friend.
Huh.
About 30 years, so every time he goes, why are you repeating yourself? So I learned that from him, why are you repeating yourself? Okay, just checking. He goes through everything I keep working it out.
Do I add to form from the title as well?
Wonder why all these other places, why do they use that same word? They call it application form.
I've seen it like if you're online, and they'll say forms, and then one of them will be application, warranty, da, 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 da. Cause it is a
Okay.
form, but it doesn't have to be in the name, application form.
So there might be contact form, emergency contact form, and I think it's the name of the document that they're filling out.
So then should we leave it that way? It doesn't, I know that it's redundant, but that's the word they call it, an application form.
It's like shrimp scampi on an Italian restaurant. Shrimp is scampi in Italian, so you're calling it
Shrimp
shrimp,
scampi.
shrimp,
An application form. You know how English is. Height and height are not both the same thing. Height and weight, but they spell the same way.
So. I would just leave it like that, honestly.
Leave it as an application form.
Yeah. one of them.
All right, I need a decision from the team here. Application form or application? Less for them to change is probably.
Exactly, that's why I say it doesn't. That's for them to change,
And better.
yeah,
Okay,
we can nitpick on other things that are a little bit more important, that way we.
let's leave application form alone. Because that takes out a lot of editing for them that could become a mistake somewhere and we have to start all over again. So then, has everyone gone through the pages yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run through this real quick for Alexandra, so we can verify what changes can be made. First page, first paragraph. Comma after themselves, remove the word or. And
Sure.
comma, remove or their child, or. Did we decide dependent was okay, or should we leave word alone? Let's leave ward.
Board alone, because it's a legal document.
Okay, so ward, but with a lowercase w and remove the period,
Just because the legal document does something, they know what they're doing.
yeah. And on second paragraph. Take out the words for the special needs safety program,
At a
So it's-
comma.
add a comma, and put the word please in front of complete. So just read to register, comma, please complete.
That's the original.
That's it for page one. Page two, remove the apostrophe at special needs and personal information. Page three is not, no changes. Page four is remove the apostrophe under personal information. No changes on page five, no changes on page six, no changes on page seven. Everybody clear on that?
Mhm.
I motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, folks. Now let's take a look at the press release, which is at the back of your agenda. This is gonna go out by the town, let everybody know that we have rebranded. Take a look at that and see if you want to add anything to it, subtract anything to it, if you want to send it on flyer, whatever you want to do.
Page 9.
Oh,
Yes.
Is it normal to say town comma? As the title?
You mean for when the front, yeah, for press releases, it's always the name of the city or town, comma.
It's town,
on the top,
town comma.
Oh, the headline, oh, God.
Curious, you know.
Yeah, I think they put that in there for themselves, but that really should say Miami Lakes. If they're saying, they're thinking the
Town of
town,
Miami-Dade.
town, you know, the town and the special needs advisory board. But that, so that needs to say Miami Lakes.
you know, this is right underneath, but yeah, it needs to.
Yeah, it's a headline though.
Did you say it's down or?
That's too long. Once you get the headline's already pretty long as it is, and it's gonna get cut off by some of these agents, these press release agencies.
Introduced. This is, well, it's the same.
Reintroduce. Miami Lakes Special Needs Advisory Board reintroduced the Special Needs Safety Program. No, wait. Yeah. Miami Lakes. Miami Lakes, comma, Special Needs Advisory Board. No. This is hard. Writing the headline is really hard. This is the hard part because you have to remember, you only get a certain amount of characters that press release agencies will let you run with. Then they just cut it off. So it needs to speak about what we're talking about in a short term. So people think of Twitter, it needs to fit into Twitter below that with a link, with a picture.
We need to add, obviously, we have to have our name, the board name, so. The Town of Miami Lakes and the Special Needs Advisory Board. Reintroduce. Revamp services for special needs.
I don't think you need to have that in there at all. In fact, I think what needs to be done is I would take the whole entire first sentence of it apart. And I would say. Special needs safety program to enhance support for residents with special needs in the town of Miami Lakes.
Or for town residents.
No, just say the town of Miami Lakes.
But the purpose of the press release is that we are changing the name, not necessarily that we're.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be focusing on repeating on this for residents with special needs and for this and for that, if it's already in the paragraphs of their needs.
The story is gonna tell you
Yeah,
what's going
the
on.
title needs to catch their attention.
Yeah. But
So,
marketing class 101, you gotta get something that's intensive. So special needs safety program to enhance support for residents with special needs in the town of Miami Lakes. Immediately, you have special needs programming and support for residents and the town in there in one swoop. We don't need our name in it on the headline. Our name is already in the body. And it makes it sound more. What's the word for it? It makes it sound like a big major step by the city. So people pay attention to that, especially news media. Because if they see the special needs committee makes a change in Miami Lakes, they're like, okay, great, I don't care. They see the town has created a program, now all of a sudden they want to send a reporter to ask questions. I know this, I worked at IOD and I can tell you we ignored a lot of these press releases. So does everyone like that idea?
I do.
We all still awake?
Yeah,
Okay, so let's go with that then.
I don't know. They haven't said the town.
No, this is why, no.
We still have time to.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
they sent it to me, so you guys could approve it and then. If you have any suggestions.
Out of Miami Lakes Special Needs Advisory Board.
hold on, playing with the title.
Why not using like something? To bring them like attention. Before you do that. You know, just like empower inclusion, a. I'm gonna say going to reintroduce the special needs safety program for like something that comes up.
The umbrella. Depends on.
You know what? I'm just running with this because they said it, so let me rethink this completely, because actually, now that I look at it. There's something we could add to that line and remove from that line that would actually be smarter. So we're speaking about the special needs safety program is our core point of the headline.
So why by empowering safety? And then they introducing the special needs, reintroducing the special needs safety program. When they'll support the residents with special needs.
So is empowering safety, you said?
Okay.
Give me your title right now.
And that's
And all
why.
this is gonna stay until 2025, because then you're gonna have, hopefully, Whatever happens with the sheriff, we're gonna stay as the sheriff. And then you probably have to change some things to police to sheriff. And if not, then it's gonna be your own Miami-Lakes Police Department. So we don't think that's gonna happen because it's gonna cost the town double the amount of money that it costs now, at least your own money. So we don't think that's gonna happen.
You have a sheriff in town?
Yeah, so we are the sheriff, but it's still police and sheriff. It's
I've
weird.
never seen it on the ballots. Those are
It's
usually,
coming in 25,
yeah, because usually the residents vote for the sheriff.
25.
Yeah, but it was something that they just changed.
Yeah, the residents voted to do it. And then now in 25, it's gonna be the actual voting for the sheriff. So
How about this? Breaking barriers. Miami Lakes reinvent special needs safety program to empower and protect their residents.
That's the one.
Dang, that's good.
That's what we're in.
That's why I'm in my.
I'm rusty. I'm really rusty.
Repeat it, repeat.
Breaking barriers. Miami Lakes reinvents special needs safety program to empower and protect residents.
I love it.
Is that what we just said last time?
Reinvents or reinvent?
Exactly what it is.
I'm the previous brain, I knew it.
I just get over that.
Okay, sorry, you're looking up phone, I'm like.
No, I was actually writing and coming up with synonyms and.
Well, and then I gotta put them like deals and
Yeah,
so they've done the same.
but that's definitely a strong.
Yeah, that's.
As far as reinvent versus rebranding, reinvent sounds better. Because it sounds like we've made a change to it to make it better.
And
Versus
it's a
saying we
more
rebranded.
inward and more captive.
This will get the people that have not noticed that it existed to see what it is. Versus saying, oh, well, we just, threw a new name on it. No, we rethought the whole process. Which we kind of did in some ways. I like that. All right, so do you have that written down?
Yeah.
You have that typed in?
No, I mean, it-
You won't understand this. It's
you can say it slow.
breaking barriers. So column, yeah, so dos puntitos, column, yeah.
Done the code.
Eso. No, se dice semicolon, puntito y la coma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Colon.
Yeah. So Miami Lakes reinvents special needs safety program to empower and protect residents.
I love it. That's perfect. Now, when we get to the main portion of this press release, help me with this because I am running slowly. I don't know why. I want to make it sound more powerful than it is, and we need to input somewhere in there. I like what she said, empowering and safety. I would like that in there somewhere. And also keeping your family safe, which is our slogan. So I don't know where we fit it in, but if you see a space where you think that can be reworded or it can be added into it, a word that exists, let's do that, because I think those words need to be in there.
Repeat those words you use.
Empowering safety and keeping your family safe, which is our slogan.
I think that would go in somewhere in the first paragraph.
Yeah, I was actually looking at where it says in its continued efforts to create a model town for inclusion. I think that's a great sentence, but it doesn't belong where it's at. So that the town of Miami Lakes and its Special Needs Advisory Board are thrilled to announce the launch of our newly renamed program, the Special Needs Safety Program. I actually seen program twice, so let's see if we,
So safety program is there.
yeah, so we need to thrilled to
No, that's-
announce the launch of the newly renamed.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me look for synonyms.
It is a program though.
Yeah,
And we're using it in the title. That is part of the title.
does that sound all right?
Mhm. And then
Because you did rename the program.
You can say create a model now for empowering.
No, I want to put the inclusion piece in the second paragraph. See, it should read like this. Let's just say if we take that part out for now. The town of Miami Lakes and the Special Needs Advisory and its Special Needs Advisory Board, and it shouldn't be is, it would say are, because we're working together. Are thrilled to announce the launch of our newly renamed program, the Special Needs Safety Program. Formerly known as the Special Needs Registry, this initiative aims to provide enhanced safety measures and support for individuals of all ages and backgrounds, including children, adults, seniors, and veterans living with any type of special needs. The change in the name represents our continued commitment to creating a model town for inclusion and empowering safety to the well-being of our community. See how that works?
I like it. How about this? Town of Miami Lakes, in partnership with Special Needs Advisory Board, is proud to unveil the Reimagine Special Needs Advisory Safety Program, a groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding children and adults with special needs.
Would you like to just continue writing it? You went too fast there. I couldn't write that all down at the same time.
Okay,
Say it
Town
again.
of Miami Lakes, or the Town of Miami Lakes, in partnership with the Special Needs Advisory Board, is proud to unveil the this is where I'm stuck. Could be the Reimagine or our Reimagine Special Needs Advisory Board Safety Program, a groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding its residents, children, and adults with special needs.
Yes, I like all of it. Okay.
I'm sure we can add a lot more.
I need a hang on.
So if anybody has friends that have business that need help with marketing, I'm available.
The town.
That's what I'm doing. Actually.
Say it out loud as you're writing.
I started my own marketing.
It's in partnership
Our first getting clients.
with the Special Needs Advisory Board are, what did you say? Are what?
Is proud to unveil.
They are.
Unveil.
It should be are, not is. Are proud to unveil
The Reimagine, or it's Reimagine, or I think the Reimagine Special Needs Advisory Board Safety Program.
we don't need to say it, we don't need to say it twice. Just say reimagined special needs
Safety Program.
safety program.
A groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding its residents, children, and adults with special needs.
But you have to say children, adults, seniors, and veterans.
I would say just continue with the rest of it after there. So empowering and safeguarding its residents. And then continue from all ages and backgrounds, including children, adults, seniors, and veterans living with any type of special needs.
Yeah, perfect.
That covers the whole thing.
Alexandra, what's your
That
grammar
right,
correction?
it was saying where you guys are saying to switch it to R. It says to leave it at. So I typed it out as far.
Oh, so I was right, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Sounds weird, but if that's what the computer says, it has to be right.
And I have the grammar check on here, like I have a special program.
So you've got
Saved.
the town of Miami Lakes, comma,
I'm getting,
in partnership with the Special Needs Advisory Board, comma. And it's saying is proud to unveil.
Mhm.
Okay. If it
Present
says
tense.
in 10 out of 10, they're usually right, is proud to unveil the reimagined Special Needs Safety Program. I think we don't want to run on sentence here, so let's add this. This program is a groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding its residents, follow with all ages and backgrounds.
Did we take out reimagine?
No, it's in there.
Say it again.
Special Needs Advisory Board is proud to unveil the reimagined Special Needs Safety Program, period. This program is a groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding its residents of all ages and backgrounds, including children, adults, seniors, and veterans living with any type of special needs.
Is that what, empowering?
And
Yeah.
safeguarding.
This program is a groundbreaking initiative aimed at empowering and safeguarding its residents. And then you follow for the rest of that. Give me a second to work on the second tagline here.
We're online.
All right, tell me what you think of this. For the second paragraph, the change in name from the Special Needs Registry represents our continued commitment towards being a model town for inclusion while keeping our families safe.
I like
That'll
it.
work.
Repeat it again.
The change in name from the Special Needs Registry. Hold on, I can't read my writing. Represents our continued commitment towards being a model town for inclusion while keeping our families safe.
Very good.
Our continued commitment towards being a model town for inclusion, comma,
It'll be warm.
while keeping our families safe.
I need to run through here. Okay.
How about we can add to that? The board aims to promote inclusivity, awareness, and accessibility throughout the community.
What'd you say?
The
The board can.
the board, so us, aims to promote inclusivity, awareness, and accessibility throughout the community.
I think I like it without the board. It should say SNAB. Because at this point, everybody should recognize Special Needs Advisory Board at the top. At the top, Special Needs Advisory Board should be at the end of it, SNAB afterwards.
Then you have to put that acronym
Mhm.
right at the,
And
where you
house.
mentioned it at first. At the
Yeah.
beginning.
At the top, when the first paragraph where it says Special Needs Advisory Board, we need to put the acronym SNAB in there. So then from there on, we can refer to ourselves as SNAB. That way people recognize who we are. So now with that change, hold on, let me get Alexander caught up here because I don't want her to get lost.
Yeah, and
I think it's too late for that.
All right, so the change is gonna be in the very top paragraph where it says in partnership, special needs, in partnership with the Special Needs Advisory Board.
Yeah, I did that.
And you put SNAB in quotations? Okay, good. Now we go back to the sentence. What is your sentence again? Adding it in with SNAB.
SNAP aims to promote inclusivity, awareness, and accessibility throughout the community.
Hold on, stop, go back.
To promote,
SNAP aims
to promote,
to promote inclusivity, awareness, and accessibility throughout the community.
Now I'm just writing chicken scraps. I don't even know what am I.
And then leave the rest of the paragraph, because it is about the program, not necessarily.
The rest of the paragraph, with the exception of this, where it says this program, that should say our safety program.
Can we talk a little bit more about what we do in the press release?
I don't know, because it's about the program.
It's about the
It's about the program, but we can also
At
include,
the bottom, you can include a little small blurb about the city and a small blurb about the special needs advisory board. Yes, all press releases do that. So that'll be something that we can include again. But let's make sure that the initial piece is done. So you've got the change then. So this program is replaced with our safety program. Emphasis. And then from there on down, all the way to the bottom, I think everything is just fine, leave it as is. So then we get to the bottom. About SNAB. Do we need to, do we just put our, what is the name of that thing that we have? What is that? Our,
Logo,
no, our
or pizzazz,
mission statement?
mission statement. Thank you. Do we just put our mission statement in there? Is that what we put as about this, about SNAB?
Didn't someone on top already mention our mission statement?
No.
To create a model town for inclusion.
For example, I just did a story today on the Oasis project in Lake Ozark with the building. It's being built by Tigard Development, and it's also being funded by Lakeport Oasis Incorporated. And at the top, it says, here's what's happening, here's what's going on, here's what we're building, here's why we're building it. And at the bottom, it says about Tigard Development. Tigard Development is a company in St. Louis that builds multi-billion-dollar construction projects across the country. About the Oasis project. The Oasis project is funded by these main people. So what we're going out here is that this is the project, this is what we're doing. And at the bottom, you do a little blurb about who is the Special Needs Advisory Board. And you do a blurb about who is the town of Miami Lakes. So with our blurb about the Special Needs Advisory Board, we could just post in our mission statement, or we could write something completely different. You could say the Special Needs Advisory Board is composed of 7 local restaurants, 7 local residents whose goal is to provide whatever. I mean, we can write it ourselves or we can just throw our mission statement. But either way, the goal would be to have a spot where people know what SNAP is.
okay.
Actually, just
Residents and community members are encouraged to participate in SNAP programs and workshops. I can still play with that. I can put in sponsored SNAP programs and workshops, both utilizing safety resources and actively engaging in community initiatives. Together, we can build a stronger, more inclusive Miami Lakes that celebrates the diversity of all its residents.
Well, that isn't about us. That's something you're asking people to do in the press release.
But I'm
You wanna-
basically putting away so they know that we do other events, we have workshops, we have programs, so they can start getting more involved or a little bit more curious and start searching us up and see all our programs. That way, our programs will start to get built a little bit more.
So then you need the first couple of lines to be a description of who we are before you put that in there. So it needs to say something like the Special Needs Advisory Board is a committee, is a volunteer committee of 7 individuals who,
The 7 residents.
7 residents.
I'm sorry, no,
I think it is.
it's not necessary because you're taking away, you're making it more about the board than what we're doing.
It's not.
And so this is.
I get it, but that's not how you do a press release. If you want people to know who the heck you are, you have to.
You need to let them know.
But then we need to do a press release about who we are. This is a press release
No, it's
about the,
Because
That's, if you're,
changing the
if
name.
you were gonna do a press release about who you are, you wouldn't actually do a press release. You would do a social media post.
yeah,
The press release, this is like when you go to Yahoo Finance, New York Times, USA Today. You give them a press release that indicates what you're doing, why you're doing it, who you are, And then they post it to their website so that everybody who is going to see it is gonna read and see what you are, what you do, why you do it.
Because at the end of the day, that's
Every SFAX when I write, at the end of it, at the bottom of SFAX, we talk about who's SFAX and how you can find us. At the top, it's all about what we're doing in the events.
and we're connected. The safety program is part of who we are. It's one of the reasons why we exist. So it's what we started with.
The point of the matter is, it's not for the news media, mostly for the news media, a lot, not so much for the people, but for the news media. It gives them an idea of who we are and why they want to reach out to us to talk, why are we doing this? Why do we want an interview? Because the news media looks at thousands of press releases in a day and they go, well, this is some little group.
Yeah.
It's the town that's gonna.
Doesn't matter for them.
I know that. The town would then get the phone call, which is fine, but it would help if they had an idea of what SNAB is, because you're just, it's like. All right, media.
Another local business that open up, another ice cream parlor that open up. So by creating the image that we're a special needs advisory board, we're volunteers, we work for the city, we're creating this program that's gonna help out the residents, but we also do.
In the beginning, the paragraph of the beginning, I mentioned that we kind of already
Personally, I'll
reiterated
stop
that.
reading.
Yeah, I think it's too much and it's about the program, not,
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think
not
it needs to
the
be about
intended
us.
You're not the intended audience.
And
That's the
also-
reason why, you
And-
would stop reading it, because you're not the one who's gonna read it.
And a newsletter will grab a press release without that information, they'll just probably toss it into the pile of all the other 100 press releases they received that day.
But I
Because
don't
I
think
do
it's
that
gonna
all the
be
time.
going to anybody but the town is what I.
no, we're gonna send
No,
this to news stations.
This should be going all out.
So,
But
news
Benefit
stations.
the town of Miami Lakes, residents of Miami
It's
Lakes.
gonna be going to other places or just
I
our
think it's just
newspaper
fine,
and.
It should not,
And
this should be submitted to all the news media.
Yeah.
I mean, Hialeah does it all the darn time. Why are we we're too small? We're too small in this? I don't believe that. I did a news story
And
when
next-
Mayor Sid put bikes in the town. I got yelled at for doing it, but I did it because you guys are a town of thousands of people. It's not a small
Also-
town.
Next time there is something that happens in the special needs community, who they might call us, because they already know that we're a special needs advisory board. We work with people with special needs. We're experts in the subject. So that's how
I think to solve this problem, I understand where you're coming from with wanting to put more information in there. I don't think we do it. I think we put the about us and the about us is our mission statement.
But at the. Okay.
But the
At the
mission,
end, if you wanna find out, it says to register. For more information on the Special Needs Advisory Board and its initiatives, please contact Gabriela Coal at her email.
So what about, yeah,
And the website to our page is also on. Right.
so what about to that line that you said we add? So. For more information on Special Needs Advisory Board, its initiatives, workshops and. Whatever, wrote it down.
guys, pass this around, okay? This is the press release that I told you about for this development, okay? You see, title, blurb, press release about the project, about the people building it, about the description of it.
So we can add,
All we're saying is putting at the end about SNAB and put our little
so
mission
Mission statement
statement.
at the end.
where it
I'll figure
says,
that
and
out.
it is,
I know you want an open, to talk more about what we're doing. Let's let the.
well, no, on the last paragraph where it says, Special Needs Advisory Board and its initiatives, please contact Gabriela, we can put its initiatives, workshops and safety resources, or its workshops. So we have,
Oh, that's fine. If you want to add, it's say the Special Needs Advisory Board and its initiatives.
its initiatives and workshops.
And workshops and other events. Let's do that. I'm perfectly fine with that. So at the end, the last sentence, Alexandra, it's initiatives, comma, workshops and other events, comma. Please contact Gabrielle. And then about SNAB and it's our mission statement.
That,
Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
You want to hit me with a baseball bat?
No, yeah,
I want the best for all of us on this. This is just one of those things that I know what the media, I want to see the media talk to us more.
no, I agree, that's why if we can put more information, the more information we can put out who we are, the better.
Yeah,
I totally appreciate you guys' knowledge, because, this is not my forte, and I see that, you guys know a lot about this. But, we're spending a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
And if it's only gonna be seen by, like, Miami Lakes people, like, that was my whole point.
Technically,
You know?
no, because it will be online, so it'll be for the whole world to see. So whoever
There's,
searches,
there's a two-part to this. One, we're getting recognition from other cities. And maybe they might actually contact us for assistance or send us things. Prime example, and Vivian, you know this. The scent kits that SFAX got from Fort Myers through Hialeah. That something could have happened like that for us, but nobody, they knew that Hialeah was there because Hialeah's throwing it out to the media and the media is eating them up because they're a big city. We're out here and we say something and they're like, whatever. Well, I don't want that, whatever. I think we're just as big as anyone else. A lot of these towns model after what you guys created.
But
So-
I'm curious to know when you say press release, like, they just post it on our website and then hopefully somebody picks up on it?
no,
What does that mean?
Technically,
press release?
technically that press release, in the right way, in
Right, I understand
It
the
needs
right
to-
way, but I wanna know what
From
the
the
town
city.
of Miami Lakes.
Oh.
Because it might not be the same.
Okay,
thing.
so that's what I'm saying, technically, the right way is the communications person in the town will send that email to every news media outlet, local TV stations, local newspapers, and radio stations.
Wait, say that again?
That on the town's page, if you go to the communications department, there's a section that says like, it says like events and all this stuff, and then news release. And then there you can find all of the.
But also those news releases are emailed to TV stations, local newspapers, the communications person in the city, in the town.
Should be doing
He
that.
should be sending out to every news station, every newspaper, local and international, because most of them have use the same services
I mean,
that'll go
So my
to.
question is that being done?
it should be.
Should be.
Can you find out? Because the town of Osage Beach does it, and they are 6,000 people. If 6,000 people can get an email out to 7 television stations and 16 radio stations across the state of Missouri, we most certainly should be having half of South Florida knowing what we're doing.
Because they're probably using a service that, it's
I
a
use
service,
PRN Newswire. That's what I use. Whenever I do anything for SFAX, I send it on PRN, and I get around 7,000 websites across the country to pick up our stuff. Half in Spanish, half in English. And a good majority of them are always here in Florida, South Florida, and then we'll get 3 or 4 station calls on the back. That's a paid service that most businesses use to submit their press releases. I don't know if governments do the same thing. I would assume they do. But at least the communications manager should have a list of every media person at every station down here that he can submit these things to for stories. They should be getting. If they're not, and they don't do that,
then they
you
should
gotta
hire
let me know
someone
when
else.
someone do it. As soon as this release comes out, I'll send it out myself.
We now need a motion to approve this, or?
Yeah, have you got all the changes, Alexandra? And then the about SNAB at the bottom with the initial statement. All right, then with all the changes everybody has talked about here, and written that she has in copy, I motion to approve the press release.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Really appreciate you guys doing that, because I think this is the biggest thing that we do as this board, and I want more people to sign up. I want the television news media to come out here and do a story, so that half of these residents who never read the Miami Laker actually see it on TV once. That's the thing, like, there's some people that just, the younger generation doesn't pick up a paper, they don't go anywhere else, but sometimes they'll catch the story because it involves their family or a friend. If we can get it on one TV station, I would be so happy, because it might reach a good
And
third.
then you share that on social media. That's
Exactly.
what I mean, honestly, that's where people look at everything. That's where they find out their news nowadays.
Yep.
It's on some people,
That's what I
social media.
One interview would put us in a position that the town could share it, we could share it, and everybody all of a sudden would start seeing it, and your list would go from 10
That's
to
why I
30,
wanted to talk a little bit more about it, so they can.
Oh, yeah.
Vivian, can you do holiday painting with a tip update, or?
Yes.
Okay, so I went on their website because I can never find, get anyone to call me back or. But when I call, it just goes to a voicemail. Cause there's a new owner.
Yep.
And, so the pricing that I saw online was, $29. $29
Per person?
per person, which we were paying 25. So, I'm good with that. Hopefully, once I speak with them, they'll give us a discount, but if they don't, I'm okay with the $29.
And it is for December, right?
$4 more per person, so if we do 25 people, that's like an extra $100. So. So it's not a big deal.
Is this the one that we're gonna do opens to the public? Or are we doing another February style?
Is this for December?
Yeah, the pricing will be for, the event that we already do every Valentine's and we'll do another event during the holidays. Yeah, that will be the price. We haven't voted on it.
One more.
We haven't. I myself rather do the same thing that we know already works for Valentine's. Because when you open it to everybody, then it's like, how are you going to,
Control.
what are you gonna do? Like, well, okay, half the people with special needs and then the other half without special needs, like, I don't know how you would.
It takes a lot of effort to do it. I think the idea would be inclusivity, because we're letting them mix it. As part of our goal is to try and be inclusive, but we could try. I was gonna suggest that we could try on a trial basis for it. See if we could get Painting with a Twist to give us the cost to rent out the whole studio. Because they have that second room on the other side and they're not using.
Right.
Maybe we could do it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, we rent out the whole studio and we could open it up to 40 people. And we could operate both sides and have two different types of paintings going on and you just pick where you want to go. We let in 25 people that are specifically with special needs. And we open the door for another 25 people to register whether they're special needs or not, and we mix it. If it works, then we can grow it from there. If it doesn't work, then we just stick with what we've been doing. That was my idea, because I know we talked about doing a parking lot event or doing outside or something, and I thought the best
You
thing,
get two bids. One with the hole and one. The original dock.
do you
I
want
mean,
me
I
to?
think I don't think there's anything extra for booking the whole place.
Might be a
Just
better,
have to say
that might be a better
Per
discount.
person.
I would hope so. If you bring in the whole place out, they might rent it as a solid rate and not per person rate. Usually the organizations, when they rent out the whole place, they'll give you a solid rate. And you just pay for like materials or something. But you want me to stop in and talk to them?
I mean, honestly, I haven't had time to stop in. Actually, no, I did stop in once, but there was nobody there. And I just kept calling, so I went on the website and for the Miami Lakes location, those are the prices on the website.
Well, we know what the prices are then. So let me try and go by while summer camp is underway. And if I can catch them in there, I'll give me a printout of their exact prices. If they would offer us a discount price and what the cost would be of the whole thing, then we can come back next month and plan out both the holiday painting event, if we want to do it, and the February one in advance, so we can budget that one out for next year. Does that sound good?
Good. Well, we're definitely doing the February one, right? Valentine's Day.
Yeah, yes, definitely. No doubt.
That's like a.
If the deal to rent out the whole place is really good, we might consider doing the February one with all the special needs only and running both sides as well. And then the holiday one would be the one where we can split. And that way you're offering this like more inclusive and also you're offering all the special needs people one chance to go.
Right.
They're not having to be around everybody. You know, like, I don't know how to say that in the correct political term, but
Right, no, I get it.
there's people with special needs that don't want to be inclusive. Some of them just, they don't want to be around people that are not, they're not typical. I watch my kids when they interact with my ex-wife's kids, and they're not neurotypical, and one of them can't stand being around them because he just doesn't like it. He wants to be in his clique. The other one is thrilled to death. So, I mean, I think two programs are the same thing that we do, and we just take the whole room, I think that it keeps all the mess there, it keeps all the programs there, everybody knows where it is, we do all of our events that way. We keep it that way, we might be able to do a really good job at it. So let me stop by and see what we can do.
Okay.
And also, I will text the group and let you know, so that I'm not dead, and I can actually go out and take care of things.
Okay.
It's actually the first week, but all I have is I've been a little tired, but I'm actually awake. I can't tell you how terrible the last couple of weeks have been. I've never had a sickness like this where it would go away and come back, and go away and come back, and go away and come back. And I
You're
kid you
still
not,
sick all this time?
the whole time. I go 2-3 days and I'd be really perfect. I'm like, oh, finally, it's over. And then I would be halfway in the middle of the night, all of a sudden I'd be sitting down at my desk and my throat would just start pounding, head pounding, and I'd start sweating, and I'm like, I was over this. What is this? And it finally went away. I mean, I went through 3 bottles of Dayquil.
All
So,
right, I'm sorry, it's 6:53.
oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. So the inclusion run, which is next, okay? That one, Francisco, my concept idea with this is what I talked to the mayors about. Mayor Bovo and Mayor Sid would like to put together the run between the two cities. So it would start off here in one of our parks, probably gonna be,
Closest one to
Optimist.
Hialeah.
no, he wants to start at the edge of town, was
Optimist.
Optimist, thank you. Optimist, you would run through a couple of back roads here and head into Hialeah, and then you would run through a couple of roads into Hialeah, and we would both end at Amelia Earhart. The idea was to try and get Miami-Dade County to partner with us in this program. So we can work with the police departments, we can work with Hialeah, with Miami Lakes, with the Miami-Dade Police, put this event together and block off these streets. And it would end at Amelia Earhart with like a fair event. So at the end, everybody can come celebrate the people who did the run or the walk and meet the special needs advisory board. We can have awards, we can give away awards to everybody on our stage, and then there will be vendors. You could have, you know, your typical food trucks and stuff like that. Your friend, I forget her name, the lady over here. Bianca. She wants to be helpful in that. She wants to help organize the fair side of it. She was the one who suggested we have a get together, kind of like we do in October when we do the Halloween event. She organizes that, helps organize that Halloween event. She wants to do something a little bit more big, where we can get all of our special needs groups all across Miami Lakes to be a part of it. So they can all have a booth there in the parking lot. I couldn't think of a bigger place to do it than Amelia Earhart, in a place where we could, Hialeah and Miami Lakes come together and it not be either of our cities when we do the celebration. We just all
So a
together.
big fair, big festival thing.
So I laughed because she the other day was telling me, oh, I have an idea. I said, really? For this actual, isn't that what I was telling you about that I wanted to do? I'm actually going this weekend for the family cafe in Orlando.
Oh, cool.
So it's this weekend. I'll keep you guys posted. But
Take photos, write down ideas, because what we're gonna do is model something like that.
and that's why I'm going, because I was working on that idea but in somewhere else. So now that you say that,
It would be the first one here in South Florida. I looked around, I do not see
There's something-
inclusive one. There's all special needs runs, there's regular runs, but there's no inclusive runs. So our goal here would be to say that people with special needs can also ride. We would be able, kind of like the walk, let's get a bus program that we can help pick people up if they can't continue.
that's another thing I was like, we're gonna need buses from Amelia to here. Bring back the participants also. Can we create a way that it's a 5K, but also people with special needs can either ride special bikes or special carts.
That was Mayor Bobo's suggestion, that it be all of it. It's an inclusivity run. It's a 5K. If you want to participate in the 5K, you can also do the walk and you can also do a bike.
So roll, ride,
Because
run.
we're taking the whole road. I think he said that we would,
Handle ideas.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right now, I would love to go and run up to cities, like tell to cities. So if we're gonna partner out, I can start playing with ideas from that name.
come up with some ideas, come up with some
And-
concepts. I will work with you on it if you want. And then what we need to do is start figuring out logistics to it and a budget to it. And this particular event is not gonna be fully funded by us. It's partially funded by
Right.
Hialeah, partially funded by the
We're
town,
winning sponsors.
and we're gonna get sponsors.
Now,
And us.
the money from the sponsors is gonna go to our board.
The money would go to our board and we would then make the payments for those things. I would think that would make sense. Unless the town wants to handle that, which we will get to that point when we get.
Yeah.
Right now, Hialeah said that they will handle their end completely. And they'll cover everything that's in their section and their corner, that basically would split us on the Amelia Earhart part, so their half, our half. But then the whole goal is just to have fun with, I think, because we do this next year, Mayor Sid's last term. And Mayor Bobo's, second term, it would be kind of fun because the two of them have been friends for years. And I would love to see that happen. So that's the kind of goal, is that we try to do this in 2024. And I know we can't do it this year unless we somehow pull off a miracle, but I doubt it.
No, it's a lot of moving parts.
You have to do it in a month, days, not two.
Yeah, February. I was thinking February.
Remember, 5Ks usually happen from November to March, more or less. Now, summertime is the triathlon season,
Yeah, well,
so.
we're not doing that. We're not
No,
going-
no, I know, but I'm saying that November through February, March is the months that we need to look into.
All right, what's the next on the, so that you got
Budget,
budget? Do we need to talk anything about the budget?
I printed out the current, well, not including the credit card.
oh, I don't have that.
No, I just printed. This past-
If one pass it down?
Is that something we have to present or? just
No.
for information?
So this is information, you guys have been asking, so the actuals, okay. Well, where it is under revised budget, that's like the amount that was originally allocated into each line item. And then the actuals, what has been spent, and then the other column, available budget, is what you have left.
So what we have left is 51,000
Yes.
plus the 9,000.
That should already be in.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you just
Okay.
haven't, because it's still under the line item special needs advisory board, you just haven't.
Broken it down.
So we have 59,000 minus whatever we put on the credit card in the past 2 months.
59?
51,000.
I'm sorry,
51.
51.
You found an extra 9,000. Yeah, we have 51,833 minus whatever.
But we've spent in the past couple of months.
Yes, you have spent about 11,000. Because you really had originally 63,000.
Right. So this is 51 without the credit cards, but not the 11,000 is already included.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
here.
All right.
And then you can see there, there's the community awareness, community programs, social and recreation, training, and then grants and aids. The only thing that hasn't been like it's divided into line items is the 9,000, that's just a special needs advisory.
So now we have to take this $51,000 and split it in like events. For
Right.
in more specific line items of what
Okay.
they want. Right.
So,
Yeah,
what,
yearly items to be budgeted for subcategories, arts for autism, we have to break those down.
so yes, so breaking everything down. That would be more for you guys, and then so you can explain it to council.
Right.
But then this would be, he would basically just be your line item. If you would like something to be requested, you can make a motion and vote on it.
my understanding was we had to break it down for line item, each event.
Right.
That's what they told us last time.
I spoke to Melissa and she said, well, you guys didn't a motion to do anything. But, she said that, like, for example, if you have like training, let's say you have like workshops, you wouldn't have like a subcategory line item, like showing up on this.
You would or you would not?
You
You
would
would
not.
not.
So workshops is good, just workshops.
Well, I mean, that's an example. I don't know, like,
Oh,
but yes, or like for social and recreation, like, Gigi's Walk, that was social and recreation, I believe, right? And then so was the, painting with a twist. So you wouldn't necessarily have like painting with a twist. Like that wouldn't be showing up as a subcategory line item.
Okay, I'm getting confused
Yeah,
because the last
that's not
meeting,
what they said.
I'm also on the brain of cultural affairs. In our last meeting, they specifically told us we had to start breaking up and budget an amount, and if I remember, Jesse was writing down, and we agreed, art for artisan, we need this amount. Jesus cooking, we need this amount, so I could have sworn we did that, and that's what we had to do, that this was too vague.
No, yes, but this is. So yes, it is vague, and that's why when you presented it to council, you couldn't just say like social and recreation. Because they wanted to know like what is social and recreation.
Right.
So we have to just break it. Yes, just if but I'm not in this form, break it down, so when you present, basically, and also for yourselves.
But
to present it
again, or?
Yes, because it hasn't really been approved.
And we haven't
And
really
you, the
submitted
9,000 also.
Can you send us like other committees' budgets to see how they do it?
Okay.
I can speak for cultural affairs. We have 4th of July. We have painting with a twist, paint with mom.
Right,
Everything, every event has its budget and it's allocated right there.
right.
And I thought that's what they asked
That's
us
what
last year, last meeting, and that's why we started breaking it down.
Right.
For that.
That's what my understanding was. I'm sorry you weren't here.
No, it's okay. No, I had spoken, I watched the video and I asked Melissa, but she said that you guys didn't need to. Like, I guess they create like more line items, if that makes any sense.
Then why did we waste our whole time breaking it down if that's not what they wanted?
But I think that is what they want.
I think so too.
Council, is saying,
He
what are
said-
the events? How
Yeah,
much is the
we want
event
specific.
costing? All of that. He wanted to see that.
See that.
To include the amount of people that were in the event. I
No,
remember that
no,
one
they
for-
allocated the money that goes to every event.
But to include how many people you were expecting to be at the event.
That came afterwards.
Cause I remember that from
Yeah.
the public safety committee.
Yeah.
from
And
somebody.
cultural affairs,
Yeah,
but
Oh,
we needed to
disrespect.
break it down first.
Maybe we start getting paid for all this work? Because I'm pretty sure everywhere else in the world you get paid to do this.
I mean, we need to,
We need clarification of what exactly they want us, because they've told us one thing last time, and now, no offense to you, it's this, so
No, I think we should do this, but we have to do the.
individual,
Down.
and with the budget
Oh.
for each
And I
one.
think
This
the
is the
best
one that's on
idea-
the website.
and
This is
I
what
think the
people can
best-
see.
And the best idea is to get an example of like the other.
Well, that's what I understood, and then I think we had to submit to them everything.
to the other committees. So I can see what their categories look like, and if they have any subcategories, what do they look like?
Forgot my
And then we-
binder, I will show you the cultural affairs one. It breaks it down. It breaks it down for events, and that's why, my understanding, that's why
But
we
your
did
paper
this.
looks like this.
Yes,
And
it breaks it down by event,
Okay.
and we have a budget, like, 4th of July, we have 11,000 for 4th of July.
Now, do you have a marketing budget, or do you have a marketing budget for the 4th of July?
No. You just have 4th of July, 11,000 would be budgeted. Out of those 11,000, it's the stage, the music, everything to do to make that event happen.
That's your own. You have your own plan with a
Each
total
event has a
budget.
budget.
So the plan that the committee made says, here's what we're getting, here's what we're having, here's what we're doing, here's what we're budgeting, we're advertising
And the
this.
total is this.
Here's the grand total, and that falls under the Fourth of July, which falls under this line here, so
Right.
it's.
Which is a lot easier for other committees to do that because these are events they've been having every year they have the same events.
Yeah.
We're still coming up with new events. There's only a few events that we're doing every single year, which is, the Painting with a Twist, the resource fair, the special.
And that helps you budget your money.
I've got an idea.
Right.
I've got an idea to solve the whole problem. I would like to request that some member of the budget committee for the town comes and join us every meeting until we have it all straightened out. They can come sit with us every day. Why not?
Would they want to?
I don't care.
Okay.
We're a new committee. We need assistance. This committee needs assistance. Because we've never done this before. Every other committee has done it. They all have knowledge of it. So we need someone to sit in here and work with us and make sure we're running this down correct.
That's what we did.
No, they had to do it to the other committees. You guys at one point had to have somebody teach you. I mean, the other committees have been around for a while.
It was back and forth saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I just think we need
I have a
clarification. I thought that's what we did last meeting, where it started throwing out of what it is, so then we can apply monies to break down the budget. Is that your understanding?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, they told us we need to start doing it because we're gonna get town funds
Correct.
to pay for our liaison. Now we have to do the budget
way they
just
do
like
it.
everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So
Yeah.
I think by looking at other people's budget, I mean,
It's
that helps
easier.
me to learn is how do they do it? So I'm gonna do it like that.
That's
No,
fine.
it makes sense.
I'm fine with that. So what do we need to do to get that?
You know,
Did you say kidnap?
Yeah, Gabby.
You're right there, you know.
Well,
invite, free candy. Offer free candy.
Do another budget?
Yeah, we can look at everybody else's. I mean, we kind of wrote the, category down already. It's just there. I mean, we're gonna have to have some type of category for like future events or something like that, because we don't have all our events set yet, like most of the other committees that have been here for years and have, the same events, the same month, every single year, it's basically the same budget every year, but we're still adding and coming up with events,
Yeah,
so
we have no idea.
we need a little bit of wiggle room here. Because
Better than what we get.
Okay,
That's what, I had spoken to Melissa about, that she said that it didn't need to be like all the events. But it was just, at least not like in line item, like in the line items. Like in these 4 or 5 that you have, like it wouldn't be like something under it, like for the programs, like you wouldn't have like the dance class or like art of animation or,
so just programs that I'm out,
yes, that's
but
right.
that's kind of
that's
what we
what we
had,
did before. That's what
like what we had.
Councilman
They-
Diego said we can't do that.
No, but I
Or
don't
like-
think,
That's what he told us. We have to come to him and tell him what we're doing.
of course, but I don't think it's supposed to be reflected on this necessarily.
So
Like,
we have
I
to write
just
a
don't find it.
We read a
Just on
separate
the report.
presentation.
That's what I
Committee
report,
report.
yes.
Is also that since this committee, most of the money comes from donations, doesn't that also make a difference? Is
It
not
did.
in the
It
title?
used to be.
Not anymore. They took that away from us because either we could keep that way and do whatever we wanted. But we have to pay for our liaison completely all the time. Or they'll pay for it and we have to do it their, right, we have to do it their way. And so we initiated going with their way. I mean, I don't mind telling them what we're doing because it helps them know what we're doing. But some of this stuff just seems kind of,
Not just that, but I believe it keeps us more organized.
And when
You
you
know,
have it
and
like
once
done
we have-
already,
Yeah.
And
See
every
that.
year it's the same.
Yes.
We need
exactly.
more, we need
And
more.
the thing where we have need a little bit of leeway is that we're still coming up with events, because we're, a fair legal committee and.
Oh, thank you.
But you should do that under like, like.
Right.
put out, okay, we'll
Standard
do
that we
like
already have.
a event. Like in a year, or a event a year, and that just make it a standard and then just try it for 3 years. And if that works, then it takes.
And like, we know the things that we do every year, dance class, Gigi's walk, Gigi's cooking class, Gigi's gala, resource fair, marketing, painting with a twist, workshops, hope for autism, talent show, fashion show, Christmas party. The sensory space for events, animation class, that's what I have on my list. Now we just need to assign
A
dollar amounts to that,
Yes.
and
I wonder if they're gonna make us come to council when we wanna get new flyers. Is that the same thing too?
No.
No,
Just the
no,
program.
you won't come, as far as I know, correctly. You have a budget, like marketing or whatever you want to, you have that budget for just that. Or miscellaneous, and then you vote on. How much, like when we, like the cultural fairs, we had to pay for the t-shirts, the new t-shirts. That was under miscellaneous because we really didn't have an item for it. When it comes to, you need a new flyer or whatever, that comes out of one particular budget.
It's our marketing awareness.
Yes.
Our awareness.
Yes,
We don't. have
that
to
is
tell
what's
them
there.
about
You
that,
don't
we
have
just do
to, you don't have to put in line, will be the flyer, the bottles, you
right,
don't have
which
to
I think that's,
divide it.
I think that's what she's saying. We can still only have like 5 lines. But when we do our committee report, they wanna know,
The programs and their costs. Like,
right?
Because
I'm
the one
asking
thing-
Melissa now, so I'll confirm.
Well, the one
that.
thing that he had asked us was to explain what the grants and aids were gonna go to. And my answer was, you think we know that right now? You know, like
Exactly,
we haven't made that up
but
yet.
that's that's the thing where we need some type of leeway because we're still
Right.
coming up with events.
But I think we should do that a priority of a plan in the beginning of the year. It has to be done,
Right,
like, so you don't.
And
go
this
back
is
and
gonna
forth, you
force
don't
us
go
to
back
do
and
that.
forth.
this
Well,
will
yeah,
force
we've
us
never
to
done
do
that
that.
before, so that'll be something new.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the times we don't know what to give away because we haven't started a giveaway program. We haven't talked to who needs to have a giveaway program, you know? So we put the money in the bucket or the line item because we know we're gonna do it, but we haven't gotten to a point to start it yet.
All right.
getting into that.
You can leave if you want, it's okay.
No,
We'll figure it out.
unfortunately, again, one of the important ones is the 4th of July.
All right, well, we're done with budget? We all done with budget? 4th of July.
Let's cancel for July, move it for the next one.
That's fine with me.
Let's do it
I don't
August
think you
4th,
can do that.
4th of August.
And to be
So I created a list on Amazon for different items, since we don't know how much space we're gonna have to save, I didn't put too much and the cost comes out. We have budgeted no more than $1,000. The cost of the items that I have on the list are amounts of 456. So what I have,
By any chance, did you print that out or? That was what it is.
I can share the list. If anything. So I had put the tap
I remember
LED lights that I had on the original one, the magnet tiles. One of the strobe lights that changes colors, it has music as well. This is a weighted blanket, but it's just a lap one, so it's not like a giant blanket.
Can we use strobe lights?
Well, it was just, it's not a strobe light.
Oh,
like-
okay, now you're saying because of kids with epilepsy or anything, I don't know.
No, it's like a night light.
Right,
Oh, okay, so,
it's like permanent, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything.
yeah, it was.
And it has like a bunch of different settings.
How many items are you, I'm sorry, how many items are in the shop, your shop for?
It's hard.
I don't, does it?
It's a number. Obviously close. Obviously close.
No, it's not in my cart. I just created a list.
Oh, okay.
I just did a list.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This was also on the original one that we did the last one, whenever was it? You guys met a sensory bin, the little canoe, this one comes with an inflatable pump. So we don't have to run with it, it has the pump. These are some, they're not Legos, they're like little hashtag blocks. I have them in my class and I could spend an hour or longer playing with them and building stuff. A giant floor puzzle. This is another floor puzzle that has like beam cards too, so when they build it out, it's like an I Spy type of thing. A coloring page that you can put, like it's like a giant one that you roll out, you need to put it on the floor, tape it to the wall, and then a bunch of crayons.
And then tables there,
Yeah, I have tables there already.
and small table, like.
Like when you have a fair, those rectangle tables.
Yeah, 6 footers.
I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to add any more to it, and I know we have some like sensory, like. The other giveaway things, my only concern with that is I don't think we should give out like have accessible, like small items, just because they might take it home, unless it's something that we're gonna put in a goodie bag. So I just put like bigger items that we can store somewhere and reuse.
Yeah, just put
But
that.
not too big because.
Because we don't know how
have
much
storage.
space, yeah,
Are we giving?
I have a garage. You guys got a playroom.
I think we had decided to give that, or just the headphones.
Well,
Right?
I got the quotes for
I
headphones.
think we should start, with the headphones, but that's a definite.
So we can do, if we do 20, well, we had gotten a quote for Harbor Freight tools. The headphones were about $8 each. Through Alibaba, I found 25 headphones for $95 plus $170 for shipping. If it's 50 headphones, it's $145.50 plus $295 on shipping.
Are they the white kind of?
They're like the ones, the noise canceling headphones, like you use for construction, shooting range. Those are like the ones from Harbor Freight. And the shipping is 5 to 7 days through FedEx.
Oh,
Then the poppers that I found were like little keychain poppers, and they're either 2 poppers or 3. And 1,000 pieces are 16 cents. And the shipping for the 1,000 is $188. And the same thing, 5 to 7 business days on FedEx.
okay, so headphones are how much?
25 or 95 plus 170 shipping. 50,
170 for shipping, so it costs double
95.
to, almost double to ship it?
I can send you if we ask for an invoice, I'll send you guys the invoice straight from China. So then 50 headphones is $145.50 plus $295 shipping. So they get shipping, yeah. They're bulky items, so we can get them locally for $7.99 in Harbor Freight. Now, if I had called Harbor Freight and if we buy 24, they can give us 10% discount.
I say go with Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
It's local.
It's local, we just have to pay the tax and we'll get probably a 10%
How
discount.
many?
That's, do we want 25 or 50?
I think 25 is fine.
I'd say 25.
Especially if this is gonna be the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, well,
You know what? This is,
We might.
we are a 501c3 town. Yeah,
so yeah, we might,
no tax. I never thought about that.
Claricel should give you the certificate.
okay,
I should have been doing that.
So how much for Harbor Freight?
was $7.99. I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Those little poppers that you mentioned, I mean, they sell them at Walmart. That's where I found them the first time around. The little popper keychains. The Walmart over here in Hialeah, not this one, big one. Had a bunch of them. I don't know if they still do. But they seem to be very popular. Everybody likes.
Yeah, kids love this, so.
They also like this, the silly string. No, they're like,
And then
they're like,
teaching.
like a blue chain up there, with big pops.
Why, you think I forgot about it?
You know, they might have those. Office too. All those warehouses back there, those Chinese warehouses.
Yeah, you know what?
Why, Jackson? That was like.
That is.
By 7 or. Just each
Dollar
57. A bunch of warehouses back there. Cause that's all the Chinese stuff.
Headphones.
I definitely think we should do the headphones from Harvard.
So do we have the room for sure reserved? And it's the big room?
It's the one that you guys said.
My understanding from my other meeting, that's confirmed. I told me it's confirmed.
With the window so you can see the hours. I think you guys said it was
Because
like
nobody
the
else
one
had
day,
a
she said,
She said nobody else nobody else had reserved anything else for that date.
Right now they're on
Nothing else
special.
going on, in other words.
Right now they're on special for $6.99. From $8.49.
Oh,
25
God,
in.
we need to purchase that right away then.
Put 25 in. Quantity 25.
Get us a full total.
We need the town to be advertising that we're gonna have this sensory home.
yes,
It
so,
should be on the poster from cultural fair side.
yes,
No,
so.
they can't have.
So I had spoken to Isle, a few weeks ago, and she said it was after your, cultural occasion.
Right.
So yeah, so that it was brought up and, that if you could be in contact with the committee to approve the language included in the promotion for the 4th of July.
No,
It's in store only, so it won't let me do purchase now to 25.
So then we need to go tomorrow and buy them.
Remember the taxes and paperwork.
Yeah.
Before you move.
Who has the credit card? Does Sarah have the credit card?
Yeah.
Can you send her a note and let her know that we would like to have the credit card tomorrow? And the sheet for tax exemption, because we have a sale on the headphones, and we want to buy them right away before we lose them.
Okay, I'll let her know. I don't believe she's here for the rest of the week.
Tell her to come to her house.
who, Isle or Thursday?
Oh,
I know Isle is.
yes, so for the Century, place that you guys wanted for the 4th of July in Mary Collins, it's the large room in the southern portion of the building. And you guys wanted that.
Yeah, that would be the right room.
What?
The southern room in the building, which is,
The one towards the
windows.
bathrooms, towards
no, it's,
the
You
basically
want-
outside bathrooms, so that's what I'm saying.
yes, the outside bathroom, not the inside bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes, that one there.
You found them?
And, so like we had mentioned, I just spoke to Melissa. Okay, so for example, if you have a line item and then like the line item, social and recreation, you would have like, Gigi's Walk and the painting with the twist.
Yeah.
So like in this case, you guys have mentioned doing 2. So, you would put the holiday one and the Valentine's.
Yeah.
So
It's in store only.
if you
You're
say
gonna-
we're allocated 10,000 for social and recreation,
That'll fold
and let's
over.
say Gigi's, you guys allocate about 5,000. And then 2,000 for painting with a twist, the first one, and then 2,000 for the second one. Then you have 1,000 left that you would need to allocate it to make up the 10,000. So then that's because that's what they want to know, that where exactly is it going in social recreation.
Okay.
And then if you have any donation, that you have to let them know. Okay.
And I think it would be fair for us to put the programs that we know and the cost, and then put a line under the bottom of them that says undecided programs and the remaining number. And when they ask what that is, we haven't come up with one yet. When we do, we'll let you know.
In progress,
Because
programs and events in progress.
I think the problem that they're forgetting is our budget carries over. Doesn't refresh. So it's not like we have to spend everything in the budget in order to keep the budget. we don't have to spend all of our money. We shouldn't spend all of our money. So we will put in there future programs, and that's what's left for the remainder of the budget. And when we come up with something, we can adjust it and come back to council and say, we've adjusted it, here it is. That works for me.
And then just to remember, the 93,000.
93.
9,000, no.
9,300.
Yeah, difference that Kuma makes.
Yes.
Would like 93,000, be great. All right, then, so 4th of July, headsets are available. Let's see if we can get that credit card and the paperwork from whoever to be able to go get it. If we can't get the credit card and we have to. We'll figure it. But I would say that this is something we need to get it.
I have shown that to, on the one of the last meetings, but
No, stock. Oh, they are terrible. I have that same pair. I bought it for Anthony, and after about 5 minutes, they hurt your head. Because it sits like this,
Heavy.
like this. These two
Yeah.
pieces hit you in here, it's like kind of warped or something, and there's no cushion, so they just sit on your head. I wore them for a bit to myself to see what they're like, and it's hurt so bad. And he takes them off every time I put them on his head.
That list that I have on Amazon.
Did you include bean bags?
I have a giant beanbag, in my class that I'm taking home that we can use.
Okay,
It's very long.
and I have a giant Joe chair I can bring. So as long as we have a couple of chairs, I thought that would be good. And that, otherwise, yeah.
Oh, and I also mentioned the last meeting too that I had, 4 inflatable ottomans from Five Below that I had in my class that I can also bring. We have other seating.
Perfect. So then what else do we need to do with 4th of July? Besides purchasing the headphones, we need to purchase the fidget buttons. Should we just get them from Walmart like we've been doing? Okay, you brought it up.
My only concern with it is that are we going to give it away or is it something for us to stay?
Those should be given away, so if we're not giving anything away, we should just skip them. Because we're bringing things we can play with that we're taking back, right?
Yeah, right. Which is the $1,000 that we have out of it.
Okay. Then we're fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to give anything away at this event. Besides the gigantic amount of candy. canes.
Are we giving away the head?
Yes.
Yeah, we're giving away, yeah.
But that's different.
We don't
than
wanna keep
other
them.
Toys.
Right.
And candy canes.
And candy.
Where
cane.
are the candy canes? Who was the last person?
You
to have
have them. I gave you, right before my wedding, I met with you
Oh,
at
they have that box?
Kids Space, yes.
No, they probably all know it. They're in the garage. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. Okay, well, moving on. Just let me know about the card and I'll come running as soon as I can to get it.
We
Okay,
usually leave it with the reception.
Backpack giveaway,
backpack giveaway.
Okay, the mayor and, Giving Gators, I don't know if you guys know, every year they do a backpack giveaway. So they contacted me to see if we wanted to be a part of it, for us to put anything in the backpack. I think we should put the new flyer that we just did. So, that's
yeah.
You want to
what
include
I think.
any, you want to include any?
I don't know if
anything
there's
else?
any other, we could also include if we have the kid friendly looking flyer, the one that we're gonna use for the schools.
You think they want us to
That's-
include something like a fidget toy? Is that what they're asking for?
I don't know, because that most, I mean,
They do
Most-
hang, little bags with it.
they do like school supplies, they fill them up with school supplies and like resources, flyers and stuff.
When is the event?
June 29th.
So it's coming out.
June 29?
Yeah, it is June.
On the 7th. Saturday, right? Saturday?
It should be on Saturday.
6:27.
June 24
Sorry, 24.
at 10 a.m.
Yeah, June 24, 10 a.m.
Open,
Chamber.
doors open at 11 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's a nice event. I've been volunteering for it the past 2 years. This
Yes.
year I'm not gonna be in town. I'll be in
Okay,
Alaska.
thank you.
I am not gonna be in town either.
So,
Thank you, Brandon. Have a good
I
night.
don't-
but, we really don't need to be there. We just need to give them the flyers and they, you know,
Well-
they'll, you know, the day before they stuff all the backpacks and
I'd love for us to be able to donate something for it, but it's so fast. I think the best thing we can do is just give them the flyers.
so who's gonna do
They're
that?
all gone.
We have water bottle.
No, we have boxes of water. That's why
We
we,
have a full box.
Oh, you
guys
weren't
have
here.
a debate?
No, we have a.
no, we have.
What we're lacking is the bags,
The string.
the back, the string bag, but
That's
we
why-
have water bottle.
The thing is that, like, I feel most of the kids, from my experience of volunteering, are not special needs. So I'd rather save those for events that we know are gonna be
Agreed.
mostly
Yeah.
special needs
And you know that
kids
also not from the town, last year.
and not, right,
Majority were not.
yeah, I know. So that's why, like, I wouldn't wanna.
Let's just do the cards.
And I think just the,
I have them in my house. Who do I give them to?
then I'll contact the,
You want me to just give them to you and you can make sure she gets them?
yeah,
Okay,
give them to me. I'll make them.
that sounds good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did we finish with 4th of July?
Yes.
What did we decide?
We're gonna buy 25 headphones.
They got 49 in stock.
Oh, you called?
Yes.
You wanna buy 25 or 49?
No, 25.
No,
good.
Okay. 25. So
Yeah,
we're
it's the
gonna buy
price here. We'll
25.
take it from here and then for next year, we'll know if we do 25 or 50.
She's gonna help me get the credit card and
Tax
tax exempt
So
form.
how many items do we have?
That's that's the only thing we decided was the headphones?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't, we need to know
No.
which items we're gonna get.
Oh, I thought you guys wanted the
Exactly.
whole list.
I don't, let's go
There's
through the
12 things. Yes, they technically have not yet. They did, they allocated. Not for this
We
year.
allocated $1,000.
For 4th of July, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last.
Yeah, we allocated the money. We didn't spend it. We don't have to check on what we're spending. We already allocated it.
I have 12 items on it.
And the total is? Four something, and the total for this is?
Like 150,
Okay, so we're this, and we allocated 1,000, so we're
175.
Do you think we need all those
You said
items? Like, I'm scared of spending money
49.
and
No,
then,
699.
like, we don't get a good turnout.
99.
Well, there's two things. One, if we get them and
So,
they
yeah,
work for us, we
so
can use them
it's
for future events.
Yeah, I don't know. I was way
They don't
under,
work.
I was way under 649.
Their money.
So
Yeah, I use that.
So I would say buy them, be safe.
A lot of the stuff, too, like. They're reusable, like you can take it maybe to another event and use it on the table.
Okay, so we have 175 for the headphones. And how much is total all those?
456
So we're going with it.
556,
Okay, now here's the question. That boat thing, are we filling it in with something?
Yeah, you have to.
No, are we filling it?
No,
like,
that's for
it's
the
just,
kids.
but just is it?
Yeah. It's like
No playing with little balls?
No,
Let it do it.
It's not a wall.
My son has.
And then we have,
And it's the beach.
I used to have one, I used to love it.
and we also, we can also use this if you don't get on. Free.
Sure.
So there's nothing extra that we have to put, like, we have, oh, you went. No, you didn't. Yeah, you did. The Century Bends at Dee Dee's. Remember there was a lady there with, we're not doing any of the little beads.
I got one.
No, those are children ones.
Yeah, and this one
Yeah,
doesn't have
you
the
know what?
beads.
Yeah.
This one's not.
And also
it's like rice.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's little water.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
little
the one.
coffee.
Yeah, this one isn't orgies, this one is like, it's like a rock.
Okay, so we got everything we need for that.
Do we have storage for all that stuff, like storage bins to carry all that stuff?
I believe
I-
that my.
Did we buy some?
I don't know if we bought three giant tubs that I donated.
For Halloween. Yeah, but they have that stuff inside.
I donated, 3 tubs. One's the big one that you've been
Right.
using, and then I have a big blue one where all the stuff's gonna fit in, that you haven't used yet, because we don't have anything to put in.
Okay, but I just want to make sure that we have. stuff, Like
I
how to
think I
carry all
have
that stuff.
something that I can use.
Or we can get,
We could buy all the
Yeah,
ones, I don't
yeah.
care.
we don't have to spend our whole budget, but we can get some new bins. Because we have to store it all, and it's
We have
easier to
to
store it all in
purchase
one
any
big bin.
All right, if we're gonna buy the bins, let me get that from Barbara Hayden.
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, because I'll be there and I'll just pick them up. And then if we, it'll fall under our budget here, okay?
Yes. Now,
Yeah, because we need them to store the.
Would 3 be good, or do you want 2? Would 2 or 3? Depending on the size. If they're really
depending
big
on the
ones,
size, the big ones,
2,
two.
if they're medium, then 3.
But they also have to, they can't be so big that we can't carry them,
No, I don't, I'm not about
Yeah.
massive.
right,
Like the one that I have.
like the ones that, yeah.
Okay,
for
so
the-
then I'll probably get 3 of those. Because the one I gave us is coming
But we
apart.
haven't-
Let's do it.
And that's okay.
Since I'll already be there, it would make sense to do that.
Yeah, there's $4.
For how long? For how long? If it start at what time?
And the DJ starts at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
The fireworks are at 9 p.m. Then they'll be over by 9:30.
So.
Meanwhile, there's, the DJ starts at 6. At 7, the band starts playing. At 8, they take an intermission. At 8:20, they start again. They play for another 40 minutes, and then it's fireworks and we're done.
Yeah, I was at 9.
So
And
DJ
so-
starting at 6,
So the room,
band at 7.
at what time do we wanna have the room? I don't know.
That's. That was my next thing. Who's gonna go to this and who's gonna set it up?
And at what time? Get out.
I would say 6:30 to 9.
I'm going. Claudia's watching the kids.
6:30 to
6:30 to
9:30.
9:30. Well, yeah, because the fireworks are going off. That's the main reason.
The room is reserved from 6:30 to 10:30.
More than enough. So who's gonna be there 6:30 to 9:30 or 6:30 to 7:30 or?
I'll be there from 6 to 10 to 11.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll stay in tonight, but I'll be there to set up and.
If possible, it'd be great to have us all come. I think this is one of those events where we could show off a little bit, but if you can't make it, it's not. gonna-
Unfortunately, that's my other event too, cultural fairs.
You're already in a different part of it. But for the rest of us, if you can make it, make it. Even if it's for a couple of hours or a couple of minutes. It's fine. The core of us will be there to run it, so.
I will not be there. And it's gonna be the first time ever, so I'm looking forward to that. I've never spent a full 4th of July with my kids. They don't know what that is. So this year I was able to take it off. I'm gone.
Oh, but you're not being participant.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't, I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm gonna be out.
Let's try to do something to prevent that.
Or I can send you the list.
Yeah, and I could just purchase it.
Yeah.
Might as well have it shipped to my house anyway. It's being stored.
Can you give us two jobs?
Bring it on over.
Wonderful, but we need those thing bags. We need those thing bags, that's what the headphones are gonna go in.
And just to bring it up, that I think Claire someone mentioned if you guys wanted to put like stickers on the.
Right, but are we gonna have time and do we have a bid?
I have the stickers.
courtesy of,
We have. stickers.
The
We
ones
have
that you guys
pictures.
had ordered.
The ones we put on all of our DNA.
are they gonna fit in the top?
Yeah. It's in the top of the. No, if they fit, if they don't fit, then. We don't have small ones, so. All we have is the ones that we have. We already have printed.
We understand.
But the bags are essential because it's part of it. And,
Yeah.
So some
Um,
people are like thankful on their own. Like,
the little giveaways,
see if it's someone back.
right now, without the bins, we're looking at $650 out of the budget. How much, we don't have an idea how much the string bags are gonna be.
We have a separate budget.
Yeah, there's a separate budget for
Okay.
that.
But
I think
this-
it's about 500, yeah.
1,500, yeah.
The string bags, I can tell you that. Eh,
But these are specialized with the town logo y todo eso.
yeah, with your logo,
JohnTheRoker@gmail.com.
salían 50 piece, 98 cents
Each?
each. Well, actually, no, perdón, it has to be minimum order of 200, comes out to 98 cents each. Lo que no tengo es lo que I haven't received is the quote for shipping. But 200 for 98 cents is not bad.
But you still have to pay. Okay, and what else? What else? What else? We got covered
I
down.
think that's it.
That- The extra things, you said Walmart, you might stop off at
Oh, we
Walmart.
decided not to do any.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give away anything else in the bag, but.
No lie.
Just have-
But we still need to start ordering those little things for next event, because we're gonna save a lot of money.
There's a water fountain.
Yes, there are 14 trucks.
You don't need to have anything for that, other than the sensory room. The sensory room, the earphones that we're giving away, I think that's it. We're good. So whatever we don't spend, we put back in our budget. That's right.
So you only will.
I owe you the cards for giving gators. And I'm gonna get the credit card and the paperwork so that I can go to Harbor Freight, get the headsets and the tubs. And then I'm gonna take her order and put a placement on it so that it gets shipped over.
And what's the deal with the promoting of the event?
We budgeted for,
The sensory.
yeah, we budgeted and according to Iowa at our meeting, there's gonna include it because and we were gonna use that word that you wanted. Unfortunately, first time I don't bring my binder, and the first time I need it. That printout that I got, that something about sensory enhanced, something like that.
It's
And-
friendly and.
Yeah, it had a picture of head, window,
With the hand, with the hand.
something like that.
I'll tell you right now. Después estaba el flyer que I shared with you guys, right?
Right.
Now, we are not promoting it a lot, like a lot of media, because it is always a great turnout event. Automatic. However, we do need, or we need to somehow promote it.
Sensory inclusive.
It's organization.
We need to somehow get that part of it out, word out. Because this is the first year.
Yeah.
So either maybe they could throw something out when they talk about the 4th of July event. But somehow we have to let everybody know.
Yeah, we should do a press release on that. 100%.
That's what I'm saying, but
So
if
here's what-
not, you're gonna flop, because right now, nobody knows we're doing this.
Yes, we can. We can talk to them directly. I've done that before.
I think it's Linda,
Yeah, it's Linda. Linda,
Send an email, I believe. We need to send an email to Clarasol and ask her if she can do a press release for.
I'll do you one
Yes.
better. I'll just write up what I think the press release should sound like. Send it to you guys. If you like it, then we'll send it to Clarasol and say, here, what we're thinking. Can you?
and it has to be done like ASAP,
Yeah.
because we're already June.
And there
we
should
have
be
to
a
get the word
post.
out.
She's already.
We don't have to really get the word out of the event, because it's obvious it's gonna be all over the place. Yeah, they haven't done a flyer and we're not putting a poster like we did last.
We need to do a picture on social media for
I know,
Facebook.
But did you?
We need that, and we need to put a
Flyer?
promotion.
No. They haven't done it, they haven't promoted it.
We don't have a in our social media. So we.
Well, once the posters,
Yeah,
be-
they'll
once
they'll
the
make up a
posters, be,
flyer.
they haven't made the poster yet. Once the poster is made, it should include that. But we have to make it a bigger than just our social media. Hey, this year, we're having a sensory room, da, 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 da. If we don't put that word out there, you're gonna be sitting there with nobody showing up.
I will tag you in the emails, Vivian. I'll write something up and just give it to Claricel to let her finesse the end of it. Because that way it's not us doing the work, it's her doing the work, because we're just giving her ideas. And I'll also mention that we need the town to do a post on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram, and we need to use the existing budget that we've already allocated for events for social media to go ahead and put some ad dollars. Because we already have that. It's been in place since the beginning of the year.
You said,
I think Jonathan's the one working on our poster. Not sure. I'm 100% sure.
probably.
Yeah.
You said ad dollars for,
We did a general ad dollars for social media promotion of anything the
Yes.
Special Need Advisory Board does, and I don't know that we've ever used it.
Clarissa tried to find it and she said that there's nothing. You guys didn't allocate it.
We did it.
We did.
With,
I think we have it in
what was
the
this
notes.
girl name?
Victoria.
Victoria. We voted on it and
Well, she didn't.
I think it was attached to a certain event. I don't think it was a blind.
it was for the video.
But do you mean that?
You might have
We never-
allocated it.
Right.
But I guess it
They
wasn't
never
reflected.
used it, yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That
they
we
never
did, we
used it.
did allocate it, but, so the money's there to be used, but it just never happened. After we made the decision in here to allocate
Yeah,
that
that's
money,
my understanding.
after that, it never
It was
happened, and
just
that's when we
discussed, yeah, I voted
switched
on here.
liaisons and all of that.
I
So-
believe we've said, was it 150? So what we did was we allocated for us to be able to put up a flyer on social media. And then have you guys do a targeted demographic ad campaign with that post. So when it posts to Facebook, then you go into the back end of the ad system. And you boost the post targeting the town of Miami Lakes only without reaching outside, so that the money's not being spent on Hialeah. Focusing on Miami Lakes residents who register with Facebook. That,
So can we just make a motion now, just in case everybody's
Yeah.
lost? Let's make a motion now to do that.
I would like to make a motion to allocate the 250 that we previously allocated for flyer use or for social media posts to be used for this event.
Promoting the
Promoting the
century.
sensory friendly room at the 4th of July event.
And second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion.
I was gonna say, can we do a lot less than 250? I think $100 would be more than enough.
And from what line item?
If we're going by this paper,
Awareness.
if we're going by this paper, that $1 is gonna give you 5,500 to 19,000 impressions.
What is this from, by the way?
Yes, so that's from YouTube, that,
Oh,
yes.
so it was-
that was a-
video.
So that was something else that I wanted to bring up, and also since talking about the video. So these are the pricing for YouTube ads. So if it's about like $1 a day, then this is like the weekly performance and everything, and then the second page is $5. So
So
you guys can look that over, but.
that's
speaking
what I'm
of-
saying. If this is YouTube, Facebook shouldn't be that far off. 250, I think it's overkill for a town. We can probably do a lot less. 250 will go probably, that could be our entire year budget for Facebook ads.
Amend your motion.
I'd like to amend the motion to make it $100.
There you
I second.
All those in favor?
go. Aye.
100 is being split across, it should be being split across Facebook and Instagram. Because the ad system is, once you make your posts, it does the posts
Yeah.
together. I mean, if they post it right, they're supposed to post it to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. And then the Meta Business Suite would allow you to add ads to both programs at the same time. And then you would set your targeting parameters to residents in this particular area or this zip code only. than, like the way it targets around the town. If they need help with that, please tell them to reach out. Because if they say, what are you talking about? Been doing it for 20 years, I know how to do it. It's
Okay, here's,
rather hard.
here's a problem, just thought of. We should start doing this ASAP. I'm not sure if Jonathan has our poster ready yet. However, she's not gonna be able to start any of this until another week.
That is true, but also at the same time, nothing is ready to be used anyway. But so by next Wednesday, if everything that you guys have is done, all we need to do is see it via email. I know Claricel's told me in the past, and you can email us the final product for the flyer. And in an email, we can reply that we approve of it, and then you can go ahead and have her put it on.
Well, so basically it would be just like, you guys right now, like, let's say you vote, like, we need this flyer. So then, like, the Valentine's Day event. I would send it to you guys, look, this is how the flyer is looking, is that fine? Or like with like the language and everything, that can be done.
Well, in the case, they already have the flyer. I think the only thing that needs to, do we need to review it?
No.
I mean, I would like to see what they're putting.
What they're putting on it?
Referring to our
Yeah.
sensory room, yeah, so I'd like to see what
That's
they're.
what I was mentioning, that for you to be in contact with them, so then they can share it with you and you can check the language.
Can you have
Well,
the
good
board?
thing that we have.
I
you
believe.
here. She's the vice chair of the,
I said,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe chair and vice chair can share with other chair and vice chairs without, as long as it's not, we're not making a decision on something that is
Not a chair. And then
No,
a
it's-
chair,
the chairs can talk between each other, but we're not making a decision on
Nothing
something
that we
that's,
can't vote on. We can't discuss anything. with
Correct.
Sunshine.
right. So this is, in this case, this is a flyer. It's not something that is a sunshine. law.
Okay, when are you going to be able to check with Jonathan or I or whatever, next Wednesday, whatever we discussed today?
To check like everything you guys have told me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna email them right now.
okay.
So they'll have it in the
We
morning.
need to check, have Jonathan, I think it's the one in charge of it. We need to somehow have, he can call me, because I'm vice chair of the thing, and have me like a final draft or something so we can share it.
And then I can look it over and send it to you guys because I have that permission.
Because my understanding, we just told him to do the flyer. We did not discuss what's on it, what's not on it in corroboration. All we know is that special needs, when you guys came to the meeting, the special needs advisory board will be one of the logo things in the bottom. And we needed to make sure that we include that,
And we have the headset and the sensory room.
which is in that flyer that I printed out. I can always just print it again.
So when you close and a little bit.
Because I know that there's gonna be a blanket poster and nothing constant, because we know people are gonna show up. It's not like we're going promoting,
Yeah.
promoting,
Yeah.
because.
well, we'll put free headphones, people will show up. Just do this as free headphones.
But that's
Sure.
more of a press release than in the poster.
I'm sure once Smoke for Autism says something about it, we're done. Everybody,
Yeah.
we'll have 25 people at the door in a heartbeat.
It'll mean,
This one.
it'll mean.
Let me get
Sensory
that
inclusive,
sensory inclusive, okay.
with the little headphones in the hand.
Now, that hand, I don't know if we can use, that's a logo for an organization that oversees inclusive locations or inclusive friendly
The
locations.
hand,
It's called sensory inclusive.
can we have a hand that's white?
Well, yeah, but not that logo. They're a organization that certifies
Okay, we'll put a hand-
restaurants, hotels, places of public gathering.
Put our logo, put the hands with the tree. You don't have to put the words, just put the hand.
No, it's a headphone, got a headphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we just do a kid's head with a headphone.
I'm gonna find out if how can we be part of that? Because it's basically, they certify restaurants, hotels.
No, we don't even have to go that far. We just change the hand to a head. That's the part to the head. Me personally, people are gonna say, what's a hand for?
Up to the hand.
But we do need to get, somebody got together with Jonathan, and find
Make
out
sure
what
you
that
get
poster
the-
is, that flyer.
Make sure somebody does, not the
Oh, no, I can guarantee you, it's not there.
Even if you talk about it,
I can guarantee you.
so animation class.
If I remember, I'll call him tomorrow.
We got our exhibit.
Our exhibit. Julian.
Okay, okay, this is an idea that I've had for a while and I haven't like discussed it with you all. I would like to do an art exhibit with, special needs participants.
I love it.
I would like it to be inclusive of all abilities. So I wouldn't want to do it in April for Autism Awareness Month, because I don't want it to be just autism. I want it to include all abilities. So I believe there's a month that's like
Or based
disability
on
month, or
October.
one that's like all.
October.
Okay,
How about
so
this?
maybe October.
So what about during Harvey's?
Different, okay, this idea I had when I was at Gigi's. I wanted to create and Levine Cava gave the green light, she loved the idea to do it at Government Center. It's an art exhibit for people with special needs, but do it at the same time as the Coconut Grove Arts Fest. We have here an influx of people in Miami that love art, they're here for art, so if we create like a upscale type of event, invite only type of thing for that event, I think will be great. Now, that will be a different crowd than our Paso, because our Paso is more
Yeah.
party.
And our base is in June.
I go a step
More-
further.
Yes.
October, I think.
I would like to suggest an event that this would be perfect for. It's already passed, so we'd have to think about it for next year. The Miami Lakes Wine and Arts Festival.
That can be done too.
We should,
Wine, food.
oh, wine and food. Well, wine, food and arts. We could add an arts section to their event.
But doesn't that get like insanely packed?
Yeah, we only saw 100 tickets.
Okay, can I finish my concept before you guys-
It's no sign too, that's.
So my idea was to have it here. Probably the seniors who just had one. I know, I think they've done also for Black History Month, they
Yeah.
featured Black artists. So I would like something more small scale where people could come, meet the artists. Talk to them, find out what their inspiration is, get to know them. It just, to me, that's inclusion. Let's invite the public to meet people who, of all abilities, who are expressing themselves through art, through paint, sculpture.
They do that something like that
drawing,
here
Are they
already.
with the elf?
No, there's
They
never
don't show you like.
Larry?
Had two, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
Oh,
I don't know, I
everybody
don't remember.
you're right, Vivian, it should be October. October is National Arts and Humanitarian Month.
October is a green month.
And it's also National Disability.
Do you remember when, I think it was a little bit after Gigi's had opened, that the Miami Laker had an article about artwork that was being exhibited here by someone from special needs?
Yeah, but that
from-
was one person and it was just like.
But from out of state, something like that, like why are
No,
they
it
not?
was one piece that, a gentleman with autism, who's part of the Hope for Autism group, he painted a painting and,
Sold it?
Councilwoman Ruano, they did a proclamation and stuff, and they hung the painting. They move the paintings around here all the time, but the painting is somewhere here in the town. But that's just one person, one painting.
Okay, because I remember that they had,
To purchase it. But
I like her idea.
they,
Why don't we just take the town hall and get 4 or 5 people to draw?
Right now, the Elderly Affairs has one.
we get like nice hors d'oeuvres to pass around.
Elderly Affairs just did the one,
Right,
and promoting the ones out here.
Actually, if you don't mind, we could go to some of our people that vendors we've worked with for the
Gala?
gala. And see if they want to do like a table where they could do the hors d'oeuvres for us, so we could actually have like one of the restaurants promoting it to bring people
Or
in.
like cocktail.
I think you should make it one
Like a
sponsor.
gallery.
And
Right,
we
but
or
do I
do
put
no.
down?
What if we did it at, Mi Victrola?
No, not there.
No, I think the community is great.
You
Because
think
it's
so?
like,
Yeah.
it
They,
has a
they can do
space,
the,
it
or
has
the, or
They
the.
have where to hang the paintings, they're here in the home.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the same way.
Oh, you want to hang them? I thought you wanted them on easel.
Then you gotta buy these.
And then we did like, people who buy their.
No,
her-
depends
their
on
art.
what they're
and
doing.
they use what they are. And it was incredible when they had like.
That's what I want, that's all major, maybe up to me.
Yeah, we did this when I did it and it was like,
I think for the first time,
then
you know, I've
whoever
been
bought
doing
the
it like
things
working to
would
like
take pictures with her.
smaller, whatever.
And then
maybe
they
if
had a
like,
door.
if it's like super
and
successful
they
and it
post
turns into
also-
something
Yeah.
huge
over
and
art, like
amazing and we have to move it to like,
It was really,
you know, a
it was
bigger
really.
venue, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the bill-
Billboard.
You know, that we can.
For the mayor, Mayor Daniela Rivacaba,
Oh, okay.
she wanted, so I gave her the idea, she loved it.
And it was
So,
like.
cause that was an idea that I had when I was in Lincoln. So. But
Okay.
here, more scale, lower scale here, like, are you saying, I think we work great for being the first.
So you can bring any.
And we're-
Ways of that best friend.
I suggest we do.
Yeah,
Let's go for it. Let's put a whole plan together.
Because I don't, when we go out there now, you guys can see that they have these
I've seen that.
little hanging things, whatever, and they just switch out the paintings.
Okay.
So we don't even really have to spend money on like, you know, we might have to get a few easels, it depends how many paintings we get. But, I think between Hope for Autism and Gigi's, we have a ton of artists, you know, from SFAX. And we have a ton of Miami Lakers.
Let's do it. Let's put a subcommittee.
that's
together.
what we in October.
And that will be also a great place
And you
to
can
get people to sign up for the special needs safety
Do
program.
you want to do it in July?
So, no,
Or do we
That's what we in October. Oh.
September, August.
In July, are we meeting in July? Because it will be the July 5th.
so we need to start finding out if what date is available to, if we're
You
gonna
should be.
have that.
Yeah, fifth is, we are meeting. So. Yeah. So you want to set up a subcommittee in June or July? To start working on this.
July was June.
Can you check? 12th, 19th, and 26th are the dates that are open.
I'm not here the 26th.
All right,
I'm
that's
not here
out.
the 19th.
All right, that's out. So it's just the 12th.
Okay, the 12 from 5:30 to 7.
Everybody cool with that?
But we have to make a motion.
Hold on a second.
Haven't decided yet. Yeah,
July.
but, what's it on?
Everybody, the 12th of July, 5:30 to 7 for subcommittee meeting on the art program.
What day of the week is that?
The art event
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Does that work for everyone?
Second Wednesday in July.
Yeah, the second.
It's the weekend after, it'd be the week after our regular standing.
Okay. I'll be at the 7 o'clock, so, yeah.
Okay,
I may not be here right at 5, because I'm starting a position for the summer, and I don't know where the location is, I just know how Broward, and it ends at 5. So I don't know
let's 5:30.
So 5 to 7
how,
or
where
5:30
I
to
am.
7?
Always give that half an hour for that reason.
I'm gonna try to come, but I don't know where they're placing me in Broward to come in.
But we're talking about 5:30, not 5, right?
Yeah, 5:30 to 7.
But it's a subcommittee, so you guys
Yeah.
are kind of just brainstorming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole reason I always do the 5:30 to 7 was to get everybody from 5:30 to 6 to come. And I assume all of us have a problem with traffic. in Miami. So I'd like the motion that we start a subcommittee for Vivian's project of the arts, art event that's gonna take place, the subcommittee will be on the July the 12th at 5:30 PM.
Maybe.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The next thing is C6C. I am motioning to move it to next month.
The what?
We had announcements was,
Yeah.
6C. 6C is the last item on our agenda today. Which is all those partners programs that we can't get to. So we're motioning to move it to next meeting.
Yeah,
Second, all those in favor?
I.
Thank you. Announcements.
animation class.
Animation
Got an
Day.
update?
Yes,
Do we want to table that again?
no, I have an update.
Good.
All right. Last week I got this email. Okay, we have gathered this is from the people who are doing the program from Miami-Dade County Cultural Department. We have gathered the information for the Miami Lakes Parks Department regarding our proposal to present the animation art program for young adults with autism and related disabilities in late August or early September. The following items are attached. The program request form, a bunch of forms that the town gave them, they're returning the forms. I also have wonderful news. We were awarded the grants from the TAPT Foundation, so we are able to purchase the laptops and tables which can be used exclusively for this program.
Yeah.
That will make it much easier as we will not need to transport the laptops and tablets between the Saturday Arts and the Parks Animation Program to Miami Lakes. Once you have reviewed everything, please let us know if there are additional fees. Vivian, you mentioned potential additional funding from the Special Needs Advisory Committee. Could you let us know how much might be available? I am still a little unclear as to if there is a fee for using the community center classroom. Would that be donated in kind from the town of Miami Lakes, or would the Special Needs Committee be paying for the space? We have not included a space fee as part of the budget. Again, thank you for your patience with our government process. But it will be worth the wait as we receive the TAP grant. We are anxious to begin interviewing for our animation and music instructors, therapists, and site coordinators. Then I let her know that there is no charge as far as I know. And that we were having our meeting tonight and that I was gonna propose setting funds in our budget, but we didn't really do the budget. I mean, there's a line for animation and for the animation class, but we haven't done that yet. What would be budgeting for?
What do they need from us?
Okay. So they want to do like an open house. So we would pay for that, like the drinks and the food, whatever, so it would just be for that. Like I was thinking of allocating like $1,000 to the animation class for that and for like an end of the semester, end of the program, like party. Because she said that they have like at the end of when the program is over, they always do like a party. So she was like, if we could take care of that, and I think, 500 for each, there'd be plenty.
I don't see a problem with that, do you guys?
No.
Well,
But I don't think we should do a motion for it right now until we have more information. Like it's a done deal. According to our minute, the legal is still looking at the contract. She got the grant.
Well,
Until we have the dates and we
let me
have
read
more, we
you
can say,
what,
okay, we're gonna allocate this for this.
what the person from, Manny from our Parks and Rec wrote. I have received the documents. I will continue to review them, but the last couple of weeks have been very busy as we have a lot of end of year events. I will reach back out to you all before the end of next week to discuss the next steps. So
I have a suggestion. Why don't we allocate funds based off the idea that we're gonna do this? With a notation in the motion that the funds do not become available until the program is active.
Yeah, that works.
That way, we're not worrying about whether it gets used or not, because it doesn't get used if it's not active.
When we get.
Well, we could just wait until July.
Or we can wait till July. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, let's just wait until July, because it'll be. There'll be
Fresh
information and.
It'll be fresh and won't fall to the wayside.
But that is great news. I'm happy to hear that. You know, Vivian, sometime in the next couple of weeks, you and I should get together. And let's try to write out a list of all these programs we're putting together, so we can try to categorize them and put a release out on that we have these programs available for the town. In my head, I don't even remember what we're doing. Because unless I see it on paper, so,
Well, that's the
Or
point.
in the
There's a
minutes,
lot of-
there's-
Yeah, there's other programs that. Are there that we haven't really done anything with them? I mean, as you can see how long it takes
yeah,
for
it's a long time.
something to come to fruition. But hey, if we can get this one through, we would definitely do a press release for this, because, this would be the first one happening.
Okay.
For 21 and over.
That sounds good to me. All right, so then that's it for animation purpose?
Yeah.
Last thing is the cross-training bags, and did we already talk about that?
Yeah.
He's gonna follow up and see where it lies
Okay,
and
and
how much, because,
Yeah. Get it.
oh, no, what, no, that's a different, no, that's a
We've already
different.
budgeted.
We got
We're good.
1,500 for just
Right.
the back.
and
And we're gonna need them as soon as possible.
yes, so. Obviously, like you saw in the press release and the application form, so registry program has been changed to safety program on all fronts. The only thing that hasn't been changed is the actual audio of the video for the program. But to do so, you would need to create another. But the title of the video on YouTube has been changed. Oh. And, yes, so just to verify that we got everything. So. Okay, so for Jonathan, it's to give him the application form and the press release. So he can edit those and then he'll send them to John and you, Vivian, so you guys can look it over to make sure that all the corrections were made.
Okay.
Okay. And then to also send you guys the draft of the 4th of July poster, I think you said it was.
I already emailed him too, so that's good.
Okay. And so you can approve the language specifically for the census. And then for Claricel is to get the credit card and the tax exempt form. So John could get it. And to get the headphones. And then to send, I'm gonna copy John so he has that, the pricing of the drawstring bags. And then to purchase them.
I think we've approved. it.
I thought we don't need the pricing. She brought it up at the meeting. She looked up the invoice and that's when we allocated $1,500 to order, is it 100 or 200, do you remember? One day I remember. Yeah, it was something like that.
On the minutes.
On the minutes.
The minute it said we
No,
allocated
I just
1,500.
put what we allocated that,
We
but.
didn't, what the
Because
specifics
what,
was.
yeah, what she had pulled up was old.
Right.
She was gonna get an
And then she was
updated one.
gonna look,
Right.
which is why we did that, but.
So the answer is that all Claricel has to do is ask the company that's gonna make them how much we can get for 1,500. That's the answer, how many we're gonna have.
Okay. And then,
That's what it says right here, actually. If you read it, it says, motion to purchase drawstring bags with logo not to exceed the total cost of
Right.
1,500.
they would be with both the towns and the board.
Correct. Something like that. I don't have a strong.
I think it was in the minutes.
With it, yeah, both logos.
Okay, great. So then it would just be, we have, or well, you guys have allocated $1,500. So how many you can get to get that
Yeah.
amount?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the bag, I think the bag only has special needs.
I think the bag,
Pero according to the minutes, we did both.
One on each side?
I don't know, it says. That's what the minutes say.
I wrote what was that?
It says SNAB and town logo.
Sure.
SNAB/town logo. What does that mean?
No,
The SNAB
that's
logo?
that's the SNAB logo, official town SNAB logo. That's what that means.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Okay. so
No,
just
my name.
the- Yeah.
Just the Special Needs Advisory Board.
Brian,
Tree.
if you the back to it, like I'm picturing it and I'm like, it doesn't have a phone.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm so sorry. So I wanted to clarify because once I send everything out, I need that back. So, okay, so, no, that's not you.
What's section 13 minutes?
The he
The
game.
ad dollars.
Hmm.
Okay, so you guys allocated the $100 and you said that that was for both YouTube and Facebook,
Facebook and
promote-
Instagram.
The sensory,
Facebook and Instagram.
to promote the sensory room that we're gonna have at the 4th of July event.
Yes,
Flyer is approved and you guys post it to your social media, then you would use that to put an ad dollar behind it to promote it to the town and let them know.
okay, but so it's for Instagram and Facebook,
Right,
okay.
because this isn't a video, this is just a flyer.
And this will be a post from us, because if I remember from the other cultural affairs meeting, we were not putting in a blast because it affects the not biorhythm.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
Algorithm?
Oh, there you go. It affected it, so they weren't gonna waste their time doing too much of the blast when it's obvious. We always have a good turnout.
Right, so
So it would be on our side to promote the sensory room.
you guys are promoting the sensory room by having that flyer made, right?
We have a post, we're gonna have
The posters,
posters,
my bad, I'm calling it.
the posters with our sponsors, what it is. And then in the corner, my understanding was gonna be the special needs logo. Cause we're working with you guys, us guys. And we were gonna add that little headphone thing and.
That might not be the right thing to. We might need to have our own little thing made.
Well,
It just
you're
needs
running
to
out of
be
time.
simple.
Yeah, if we have our own thing made, we might have to run it through them first. Before they.
And we're not
Because it's
meeting
their
again.
event now.
Okay, can you guys make sure that when the post gets on the social media, that in the text, you guys mentioned that this will be the first time that there's a sensory friendly room?
I don't think we're doing a post on social.
We're
media.
having them do the post of
Yes.
your account. So we can tell them, right? So the poster, when it's completed, when it goes to social media, how we want it posted with words is to say, attention, Miami Lakers. Everyone loves the 4th of July event, but this year something special's
The
happening.
Special Needs Advisory Board is providing.
Sensory room.
Okay, so just in case, when I send that email to Jonathan, I'm copying you and Vivian.
Bingo.
So then you guys can follow up if like
And give
by
me text.
tomorrow till Tuesday.
If you do that, I can reply to Jonathan and say, hey, Jonathan, this is my recommendation for your text. To go with the,
So then, like you mentioned, since this is something new.
Yeah.
Because maybe like he'll just be like, okay, like it's on the poster, but then.
yeah,
Maybe
this
he
is
won't
something
mention
new.
it like this. When you email Jonathan, did you copy me? No. Can you please resend it and just, or if not, like,
Forward it,
Forward.
or-
well, no, don't forward it,
No,
because then if
no.
he replies, I won't see it. So just kind of, hit like reply all. And then just add me in the copy. And then you can just write, I'm adding Gabby. So she can
Okay,
have
right
it.
now I gotta figure out which account did I use.
Yeah. Are you good on everything?
Okay, add dollars and then that's just me. Yes, we should be good.
Anything else?
There
guys?
you go.
no,
You'll never get it.
I would like to call the meeting at end at 8:21 PM.
I second.
All those in favor? The meeting's finished.
That's all.